Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Westside Tyler Live. The day is August 7th, 2025. It's 3:45 p.m. and shitty, rainy, and getting ready to flood in Lexington, Kentucky. We have a good show coming up for you today. Anthony Gramuglia versus Jon Del Arroz. What the fuck is happening there, and how can I make it worse for Jon? Also, harmful opinions. Meat-gazing Mudahar, but he's made a mistake. All of these wonderful topics and more coming to you hot, fresh, and ready from our official studios in Lexington, Kentucky. No, don't play again. Then you'll ruin the intro, David. I don't know who the fuck David is. Folks, welcome to another episode of Westside Tyler Live. I'm your host, Westside Tyler Bell. And I hope you guys are excited for a new show, a new episode coming to you right now, late in the day, because I have been finished recording, hopefully they all worked out, the new video essay, which is coming very shortly on the video essay channel. So make sure you're subscribed to Essay Side Tyler, as well as whatever the fuck I've got going on over here, because I've got to do some stuff. Oh my God, definitely a good intro there. Thank you very much, Anthony Gramuglia. Welcome to the show. Don't get excited, you're not first. But I hope you guys are all tucked in and ready to rock and roll. I'm going to try to be popping off real quick and getting in here. Rest in peace, David Lynch. David Lynch is already dead. David Lynch has been dead. Night blooming jasmine. That's what's written on David Lynch's tombstone. Okay. What the fuck? Already putting out fucking screenshots of my disgraceful mug. Folks, like I said, we do have a good show coming up for you. We're going to be covering this Mudahar stuff and the Anthony Gramuglia stuff. I'm going to be popping into that in just a second. I really want to get to this harmful opinion shit real quick because I just want to make fun of the guy. I'm no lie. It's literally just because it's very, very fucking funny. If you want to continue any of the comments, ask questions, concerns, all that stuff, if you want to share memes from the episode, please join our Discord. The Discord link is, as always, in the episode description down below. I'm going to have to be releasing another video on Shadiversity soon. So if his audience of fat middle-aged pussies end up striking my channel and I can't stream, the Discord is going to be the best place to keep notified and aware of whatever the fuck's going on, so that you will be able to know if I'm streaming somewhere else, i.e. the Twitch. YouTube streaming's been weird for a little bit, and now that I don't put my VODs directly on YouTube to maintain them, there's less incentive to stream to YouTube as opposed to Twitch. I don't know if I'm going to go in one of the other directions or not, if I'm going to switch over to Twitch or if I'm going to stay with YouTube. But I am considering divesting and spreading out where I stream. By spreading out, I mean just moving the stream possibly to Twitch for the foreseeable, maybe sometime in the future, right? Depending on if YouTube seems a little iffy right now. Oh yeah, do you know about the Brad stuff, Tyler? Brad taste in music. Here's the summary of the Brad taste in music drama goes as follows. Brad taste in music is a guy on the internet. He can't handle weed or any sort of controversy, and he was nice to Ethan Klein, and then he was too big of a bitch to be cool with being nice to an edgy guy, had a psychological collapse, never recovered, and now he's Manson maxing and apparently maybe doing domestic violence. I don't know. I can't care enough about him to cover him super hard because I wasn't invested in his content, and I don't want to, I can't make fun of him as much as I can make fun of anybody else, because it is kicking a dog when it's down, and the dog doesn't need to be kicked. It needs to be taken somewhere and to tell you about the rabbits. There you go. That's the Brad taste in music drama. It is sad, pathetic, but also it's really just a repeat of the last 3 seasons of Brad Taste in Music drama. And it's like, what are we doing? What's our edgy last season going to be before we get canceled? And it's DV complaints like, okay, yeah, Charles Manson tasted music. Fucking probably, I believe it. The dude looks like he's about to get the swastika carved into his forehead. I'm not even kidding. If you told me he's running around in adult diapers and getting ready to grow his hair out and a beard and he's going to move to some fucking ranch in the middle of California, I would be like, okay, yeah. Duh. Small incentive. Thank you very much for the $2.79 Canadian. I think that's pretty much it. That's the Brad Taste in Music drama. As far as I really care. Unless somebody tells me something extra out. Oh, damn it. Extremely interesting. That's probably it. By the way, the reason going to Twitch wouldn't be that big of a deal is because the way that I do my workflow now, I maintain all the VODs and then I edit the VODs together as part, and when I'm also doing my segments. So if we went to Twitch, it would be on the back of also launching a VOD channel that was separate from the main Westside Tyler channel. So like there would be like Northside Tyler or whatever, Clipside Tyler, so that you could see like the full VODs would just be uploaded there. So that would be it. Did H.O. hurt himself in his confusion? Absolutely. R.I.P. Abraham Lincoln. What the fuck is Gramuglia talking about? Lincoln would have loved Neon Genesis and Evangelion. What if Anthony Gramuglia is fucking Tyler posting in my own chat? What is going on here? R.I.P. Americo Vespucci. What the fuck? Fuck me, bro. What the hell? Let's get to the first segment. Harmful Opinions is a guy on the internet. He really is. The funniest shit happened over the last like 2 days. I was like, I was busy. And by busy, I mean I was supposed to be working on a video essay yesterday and I fucked off because I was working too hard for like 5 months in a row. And now I keep having like midday burnout and I'm just like, instead of doing work, I'm going to do something like work, which is just like I just read Wikipedias or do research on stuff. So I spent most of the day yesterday reading the manual for my new camera and doing like practicing in DaVinci, trying to upscale stuff. And that's it, which is still probably like work to other people, but it wasn't actually like productive. But like while all of this is happening, a series of things comes up. And I was actually not planning on even streaming today that were too funny. First off, Harmful Opinions released a video that I was already going to make fun of. Harmful, no matter what, I was going to make fun of you. Because, first off, if you haven't seen the video from earlier this week, I I can just show you the thumbnail. I don't have to fucking describe it. I own it. I made this thumbnail. Let me go ahead and bring it up here. For a video about Harmful Opinions talking about Mutahar. I added Mutahar into this very famous picture of Chris Chan. And then I put Harmful Opinions down here. And I don't know if someone wants to interpret his head shape and relative proximity to Mutahar here in a certain kind of way. You can get your mind out of the gutter, okay? CWCville is for Christians only. Because it was like, it was a little on the cockwatch side of commentary. It was already coming off a little like, he's coming off a little gay. Harmful Opinions he talks like this, and then Mutahar said it's a little gay, but I found out that it's not. And of course we did a whole bit that people are that really, really enjoy from the Harmful Opinions Mutahar video, which I'll probably be doing again. But in that interim time, hello, what are you doing? Dude, can you call this fucking slug? By the way, these little slugs right here, if you donate to the stream, I get a bunch of those guys. I will give the little rabbit a treat on stream. Okay, so keep an eye out for that. In the interim, in that time while I'm doing all this other stuff, Harmful Opinions released a video which is just like, I found out that Mutahar is gay. Did you know Mutahar is gay? Mudahar is very gay. And I don't care if Mudahar is gay or not. It means less than nothing to me. Oh shit, hold on. I gotta fix this face camera while I'm talking. It means less than nothing. I literally could not give a fuck if he's gay, right? It's very funny to find out if he is. And if he's not, it's not. It doesn't matter. But the whole video boils down to, like, I guess Harmful Opinions, like I said the first time, has taken on himself to just reread or rewatch all of the Mudahar content. He's just going through, and he's finding like old embarrassing Mudahar videos. I don't know. Maybe he's just perusing the Kiwi farms and finding out anything that they call as cringe, you know. And of course, like one of them is Mudahar's just like, yeah, I was at a wedding and then I started, I don't know, making out with this guy, and then I woke up and I thought I had chapstick on my lips, and then I was like, did I fuck my friend Ryan or some shit? Which is very gay. It's about as gay. Having sex with your friend, I think was the day of that guy's wedding or something. It's pretty gay. It's a very gay thing to do. During this, and he'll hammer home the details. Harmful Opinions, I guess, gets the fucking guys wrong, right? So he called the whole apology is, I'm sorry, I called the wrong person gay, and I didn't mean to do that, and I'm very sorry. Everyone, he's gonna call himself slurs and the whole thing. But even when I'm listening to this, it's the most, I don't care, because there's nothing about Mudahar at all. And when I've ever seen Mudahar where I was just like, this guy's a shining symbol of straight masculinity, and that's important to who he is. You know what I mean? Like anybody from the commentary community accusing anyone of like getting a little frisky at a fucking party and sucking off another dude is protesting too much, because all of y'all are gay as fuck. You are straight. I've said this 1,000 times before. If we could still actually do slurs, all of the response videos to every commentary community person would just be, you're a fucking, and then like kill yourself. Like that's all it would be. And it's all that would be needed, because you all are gay as fuck. Willie Mac Show, full F slur. Nick DiOrio, absolutely. Nick DiOrio, people would take that kid's shirt off, slap him in the tits, and call him an F slur back in the day. But like now he's like, I don't know, a man. Tommy C, F slur. Right? Just do the whole thing down the way. Fucking Chris the Narc, fucking absolute F slur. Beckett, Sunday, fucking Falgi, the whole fucking crew. Goddamn, Augie RFC, for sure. Keep on going all the way down. That's what everybody would say. Because, like, the evidence is Bo Black's had an OnlyFans that leaked, and y'all immediately looked up his dick. Everybody in the commentary community knows what Bo Black's cock looks like because they shared pictures of Bo Black's cock. So, like, understand, whenever there's someone even commentary adjacent, I don't know, maybe Harmful doesn't think he's commentary or whatever, that says, I found out someone else is gay. It's like, are you excited because they're joining the group? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's such a weird thing to bring up. I don't know what it is. They get excited, like, oh, this person's trans, this person's gay, secretly gay. And it's like, you are all secretly openly gay. You are the gayest fucking people. You gossip with other boys about other boys' dicks. Almost 90% of y'all's fucking conversations are like, we don't want to be around girls. We want to talk about other guys and what they do with their dicks and defend or aggress relative to that. Y'all are gay as fuck. Flatly, you should thank the fucking small domino, big domino, brick thrown at Stonewall, Nick DiOrio having a career on YouTube. It is a direct correlation, a direct connection. It's a series of events. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with being gay, is my point. Like, it's not a fucking revelation. Especially with somebody like Mudahar. If it was like, you know, like when Christian Tate or Andrew Tate and people were like, yeah, Andrew Tate's probably gay because he's like a alpha male dude, right? You know, like, or he tries to pretend to be, but like he's clearly like a fucking at best bisexual man, pimp that has to go to Romania and talks with like an accent only a gay person can make up because only he has that. You know, him and me, I don't know, maybe there's like 6 or 7 other guys that say Bugatti. Hey, I don't know if you know this, but I've got my Bugatti. Like, yeah, that's the accent of a guy that takes dick. And that's a good thing. I support your right, your freedom, and ne'er say your desire to do so. But y'all gotta stop calling out with the fuck calling other people gay. It's not even a glass house. You're throwing stones at the fucking gay bar, and the stones are condoms with invites to the bathroom. You're not. None of y'all get to complain about or even suggest that somebody's gay in a remotely negative context. And that is funny as fuck to me. The next funniest thing to me is he was so fucking excited that he found out Mudahar did a gay thing once that he fucked up his entire ability to capitalize on Mudahar. Which is the gayest thing that you can do. I gossiped too hard. I gossiped too close to the sun. And now I've got to leave the gay bar. He literally had to say, I'll see myself out. And the tippity top, we're going to listen to his video so I can make sure I know what the fuck. We'll spread the apology around. The fucking best part is, if you want to really hammer home the like, oh my God, you guys are so gay, but especially harmful opinions. And God bless him for his homosexuality and his gay behavior, because I love him. I unironically love this idiot. This stupid little bigoted shit. The funniest part about this is he tries to make up to his audience in a post like the next day after posting this apology that he might switch to cooking content. And would anybody be interested in that? As you know, I like doing cooking. Like, hey guys, don't leave. I'll make you dinner. I'm really sorry that I was talking about Mudahar's dick and what he does with it, or his mouth and other men's dicks, and then I got it wrong. And to apologize, I want to make you a nice dinner on camera. Miss me and you together on camera making a nice dinner. He had a complete change of personality. Stoked. Half-hour video. Cock watching. Honey. Did you know who's been sleeping around with straight men? Mudahar. Fucking super excited. Whoop. Trips at the fucking 1 yard line. Face plants. And then when he stands up, brushes himself off. Could I make you dinner to make up for this? I just need to know if he's going to have the little thing bouncing around, you know? To poach the eggs, bring the water to a small simmer. Then put in some vinegar and stir the water. Crack the egg right over the top of the water. And then make sure to touch the bottom of the pan to ensure it doesn't stick. If it sticks to the pan, it could break later. Float the eggs about in the boiling water until they're as firm as you want. You could cook a poached egg to soft, medium, or easy. Or over easy. I've never seen him pivot that hard in my life. Like, he got spiritually harmed. This is the post on YouTube. Should I drop the food channel? Some of you know that I hate and wish suffering, confusion, and death upon literally every YouTuber that is not a food or travel content creator. And that for the past several months, I've been uploading 10+ minute food videos every week on a hidden channel. Want to see it? Harmful fucked up the Mudahar cock watching arc so hard he had to change his entire fucking genetic code on YouTube. And he's just a sweetheart for not it. Everybody else pivots into like, would you guys like to watch me play video games? I could start doing some video essays. Maybe we could go and I could stop talking about drama. But he's like, okay, I'll throw up an entire, he literally has like a bug out bag. He's got a cooking channel. It's crazy. Shit's really starting to hit the fan, guys. And then he just breaks open the wall, climbs up, opens a vent cover, and pulls out a cooking channel. We'll get by with it. We can get by with this one. It takes off, and then like 6 months later, he's fucking working with old fucking bare feet Pansino, the true barefoot Contessa of the kitchen. I've never been happier about a drama in my life. I don't give a fuck about Muhdar. He's got too many followers. Worst you can get is he'll dead sub at like whatever it is, 3 million or some shit, and still make 100 to 200K a fucking month or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Just an obscene amount of money. And so like, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things what's going on, but like, fuck me. This was funny. Like, I can't get over it. I can't get over it. I gotta pop him out here, okay? Because you have to apologize for cock watching, and then it comes up, and then it's this fucking little skull. Oh my God.
This video is going to seem like a joke, considering it's the first thing I've uploaded since Muhdhar's response to recent drama, but I assure you it is absolutely not. I'd like to apologize unreservedly to Muhdhar of Some Ordinary Gamers and Ryan of Nexpo, as well as you, the viewer. This video has not been prompted in any way by any third party. I just decided this evening to check for information in a couple places I didn't, and it turns out I screwed the pooch. I went full retard. I did exactly what I would tear someone else apart for. I got a few pieces that seemed like they fit together, and instead of continuing to check and make sure, I
was like a dog running after a car. I saw Muhdhar's cock and I just went after it, but I didn't know what I would do when I catch it, but I had to chase it. Look, everybody, I'm sorry. I saw some juicy bits about Muhdhar's juicy bits, and I just lost my mind. Oh my God, bro. The thought of Muhdhar having sucked a dick, bitch, sent me full arse slur. Goes off half-cocked is crazy.
through what I had out there and even laughed at other people, when this time I'm the joke. A link to my previous video with corrections in the description can be found below.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Anybody else that's popping in, Muhdhar is Some Ordinary Gamers, okay? He's the Some Ordinary Gamers guy, if you're confused. My bad.
I'll summarize the problems here to try my best to correct what I've done wrong. I shared a clip of Muhdhar talking about making out with his friend Ryan at his friend Kyle's wedding while he was in a relationship with a woman who was unhappy about that happening. I also shared a clip of Muhdhar talking to Ryan of Nexpo about making out or potentially sucking his dick because he is so blackout drunk he won't remember it.
Which I'll tell you right now, it just does not happen. No one's ever just like, oh, I had enough beers. I'm going to do something I was not thinking about, which is sucking another dude off. I saw the Muhdhar part, and like, Muhdhar is legitimately, he's one of those guys that's like successful off, I guess, parasociality. He's not like a funny dude, which is like, I'm not saying like he can't get a laugh. It's just, I can't tell when he's joking or not. So I can't tell if it was a bit, actually. And that would have been one of my main criticisms when I was going to watch the original one, which I don't have to do now because we're past. I don't want to watch a video to rehash some accusations Harmful made when he was going cock crazy. I've got the cock madness in me. This is giving autistic kid has to apologize in front of the class. Go ahead, Harmful. Okay. I wrote it down, and I just want to read it off of the note that I brought. Earlier today, I said that Muhdhar was gay and that he did gay stuff with Ryan. But I found out later that it wasn't Ryan he did gay stuff with, if he did any gay stuff at all. I got really excited when I found out that you maybe did gay stuff, because I was so mad at you. But now, I know that I was so mad at you, I just believed anything that came to me. And I'm very sorry. I'm sorry, Ryan, that I said he did gay stuff with you. And Muhdhar, I'm sorry for saying that you did gay stuff, and I wasn't 100% sure. Although I'm still a little suspicious, but I'm not supposed to say that. But I wrote it down anyway, and I don't know why. And my hands are getting sweaty. Either way, I'm wrapping things up now by saying I'm sorry to the whole class, because I told at least 17 of you, specifically 17 of you, that Mutahar was gay and did gay stuff with Ryan, which he didn't do, and I'm sorry. Gay beer tastes good. But no, it doesn't. Bud Light tastes like shit. Real man of genius. Today we salute you, Mr. Commentary Community Cockwatcher. Commentary Community Cockwatcher! There's not a lot of guys who would go through the entire back catalog of a streamer online to find out stories about him doing gay stuff, but you did. You found out the gay stuff. If there's any possibility whatsoever that a YouTuber maybe sucked a little dick 10 years ago at a wedding, you'll be at that moment figuring it out. If there's any chance for you to find out that God damn it. If there's any chance for you to find out that a guy sucked a little dick at a wedding 7 or 8 years ago, you're on the case. You are on the case. So this bud's for you, Mr. YouTube Commentary Community Cockwatcher. You are a real man of genius. Real man of genius. I can't. Oh, fuck me, dude. Oh my God, that's funny.
Confirmation bias got the better of me. I went, okay, light bulb. That's the Ryan.
No
However,
life.
having taken more time to look into it, which I should have before publishing a video, I no longer think that's clear and think there may be a different Ryan, who I found mentioned in older videos. Additionally, I said I suspected Kyle's wedding where this gay cheating occurred was a 2019 wedding that Mutahar had mentioned in a video. This is absolutely not the case, and Kyle's wedding occurred in 2017, further supporting the idea that the Ryan Mutahar made out with while having a girlfriend may not have been Nexpo, unless Mutahar knew him somehow before he started doing YouTube, which I haven't seen to be the case. Additionally, I showed a clip of Mutahar talking to Dr. K about a girlfriend he'd had who was supposedly terminally ill, having end-of-life care with serious heart conditions. I suggested this could have been the girlfriend he had at the time of Kyle's wedding, but now that I've found that details of Kyle's wedding actually are online, and it was in 2017, that must be incorrect. An absolute embarrassment. I don't know what I was doing not putting in the time I needed to, and I again apologize unreservedly to Mutahar of Some Ordinary Gamers and Ryan of Nexpo. I'm not sure how likely it is that either of you will see this, and I don't expect forgiveness given how intensely I went at and have been going at Mutahar, but I am genuinely ashamed of my lack of due diligence in this instance. Of course, actions speak louder than words. To demonstrate
It wasn't the Ryan that we know, who's sitting right there next to the window. And now sometimes he looks at Mutahar in a weird way. It was a different Ryan that goes to a different school, maybe in Canada.
my remorse and my understanding of how badly I've failed here, not just with regard to the two public figures I've wronged, but also my duty to you, the audience. I will not be covering any further developments in this or anything to do with Some Ordinary Gamers beyond looking at other people's coverage on stream, because given my terrible performance in that previous video, I don't think it's reasonable to expect anyone to trust me when I publish original coverage.
I'm not gonna lie, Harmful, I don't think you should watch the other stuff on stream. I don't know if you'll be able to handle it. You already got that, you got that wild dog, you know, chasing a cock-watching taxi kind of vibe. You might lose your mind and shit, you know, it could be too stressful. You should just leave the Mutahar stuff alone. You got, I still could talk about Mutahar just a little bit, but only if I'm bringing it up on stream. No more videos, just other people's stuff. That's a gateway drug, Muta. It's a gateway drug, okay? That's like fucking Mutahar wedding, you know? You're just like, maybe just a little bit, and then next thing you know, chapstick. You can't. You gotta go cold turkey. Harmful. You gotta go cold turkey on this one. You gotta cut it out. No, none. Look, I saw your coverage of Mutahar, and I saw you said some things, and I'll just have a few notes. Just keep this in the DMs. But I had a whole lot of things that I was putting together before I made a big mistake, and I know I made that big mistake, but this is all really good research, and I want to send it to you. That's how it starts. And next thing you know, you're like, look, guys, I'm sure this time I found out that Mutahar did have gay sex, even before the first time I mentioned. The teacher is like listening like, Harmful. Wait a second, Miss Murder. It's real this time. Look, it wasn't Ryan. It was Kyle. Fucking Harmful's gonna get. He's gonna wean himself off, but not enough. He's gonna whatever the methadone to cock watching is. He's gonna want to go crawling right back. Hey, I gotta get back on the horse and ride. Fucking. Look, last time it wasn't good. He's gonna be like, I always played Whodunit when I was a kid, not Clue. I played Whodunit, which was the fucking, we have Clue at home. But he's gonna be he's like the guy that keeps guessing every turn in Clue, but he hasn't got enough clues. Okay, it wasn't Moodahall with Ryan at the wedding. It was Moodahall with Kyle at the mall. Bam! Shit, not again. You gotta cut yourself off completely, bro. You can't guess wrong.
Good to check things yourself, and you shouldn't trust blindly, but that's not the reality of how people watch YouTube. Trust is a major factor. I've been presenting myself in a way that I simply didn't live up to in that last video, and when someone pretends to be something they're not, it would be ridiculous and wrong just to expect everyone to overlook that. Should something worth talking about come up in future, it will have to be after I believe I've earned the right to expect your trust back. I will make no defense of my mistakes. There is no defense. It was simply wrong not to take the time I should have. I was cocky, aggressive, arrogant, and negligent.
I think, yeah, you already said you were cocky. God, he's got dick on the brain, dude. You can't, harmful. You can't say you were being too cocky as a reason that you fucked up cock watching. I won't be able to finish the video. I'm not even thinking about you anymore. I'm getting lost in the fucking sauce trying to end the goddamn video. Oh my god.
I deserve all of the mockery I directed at Mutahar in that last video, and more. And while I stand behind the videos before the last one, they cannot be weighed against these mistakes. You cannot say, sorry I did something wrong, but look at all this good I did. Good behavior doesn't buy you the right to do something wrong now and then. As a treat. If anything, it only makes it worse, because it means there's a bunch of stuff that's worthwhile that your mistake undermines people's ability to trust and want to engage with. I present myself as competent and having an eye for detail. I talk as if I'm better than those I'm covering, but in that last video, that was absolutely not the case. It might come across as weird that I'm saying so much, and I'm not trying to self-flagellate or something, but if I don't make it clear that I know everything I have to be sorry for, why on earth would you believe I'm sorry at all? Not to say it's merely about
The garbage can writes, the boy who cried blowjob. How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you write that in my comment section? I can't. The boy who cried blowjob. How the fuck can I get that in a thumbnail and not get... I want that to be in the thumbnail so bad, but I don't know how to get it through fucking demonetization. Let me tell you all a story that I learned when I was young about a boy who looked a lot like you do. Once upon a time, there was a commentary community guy, and he liked to say that other people were giving people blowjobs. And sometimes he was right, but one time he was wrong. And the one time it mattered after he was wrong, that's the time the blowjob happened, and everybody got away with it. The lesson learned, don't be the boy who cries blowjob. Fuck me, bro. Oh my god.
convincing you. In fact, I'm sure many of you do not.
What's with these guys are calling everyone gay? There's a lot that to unpack with the commentary community. Some of the biggest things that needed to be unpacked. pretty much the fact that like no one thinks it completely crazy that a guy had to give a 4 minute and 19 second long apology for cock gossip. It is so hard to find. Like, you have to know people in the know to be privy to someone apologizing for blowjob gossip. Do you know? Like, you have to be in the right spot in your life, or just in the commentary community, or aware of it at all. God damn it, bro.
Care either way. You just like a video that'll give you a laugh. But it's not about you feeling offended or feeling wronged. It's about what I did being wrong. I am sorry for what I did wrong. And once again, I apologize unreservedly to Mutar of Some Ordinary Gamers and Ryan of Nexpo.
Would you, hey buddy, I know you're saying you're apologizing, but would you say that you're down on your knees? Would you say would you say your with your eyes are wet, down on your knees, staring up at him, apologizing? Mutar, I promise to keep your cock out of my mouth for the foreseeable future. Your cock and any cock your mouth may or may not have been on, out of my mouth. Oh man, content doesn't always arrive in it tied up with the bow and like in the like it's like, oh, I'm gonna make something today. It's gonna be the funniest fucking thing ever, right? Like intentionally. Sometimes you make something and you're like, oh, this is the hottest day of my life, and then it's just like if he watches my fucking response to it, it's gonna be fucking wrecked. Oh my god! But like today. Fuck, that was good. I wouldn't be able to, like, I should be working on the video essay about a serious topic that is like, it really, I'm taking too long to get it out. I'm taking way too long to get it out. But also, this was too fucking funny, and I could not stop thinking about it. I was thinking about this last night. It was hard for me not to, like... early. I wanted to talk about it so much I was fitting a bust. Oh my god. And I wanted because like the jokes were just shooting through my fucking skull like a 10,000 tech decks driven by a little fucking autistic kid named Artful Opinions. Do you want to see me do a kickflip? Watch. Okay, I can't quite get it, but please don't look away. If you look away and I get it, it doesn't count. All right, Harmful, this is your punishment. No tech deck for 2 weeks. Oh, come on. Do you want it to be 3? Okay. Take his little tech deck away. Oh, man. Fuck me. That's fucking good shit. That fucking Chef's Kiss. Chef's Kiss grade content. Top tier. Permanent shelf life. One of my favorite things. Harmful, please start a cooking channel up so I can see if you can cook better than me. I need to know. I want to see a fucking single commentary community person execute one domestic skill. That would actually be pretty dope. Hey, welcome to Odd Gang, your boy Alaska. End of segment, I guess. I don't know. You guys have anything to say about that? 58,000 views in 17 hours on that apology. 1,517 comments. God damn. Damn, bro, now you're both gay. Oh my god. Tim does play the ukulele. Is Harmful Opinions' real first name Tim? That's fucking hilarious. Tim.
Gonna seem like a joke.
Oh my god. All right, I gotta fucking organize all these goddamn. Click. Click. If you guys are having a good time, please, like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Nick DiOrio makes beef bourguignon on a 2-hour live stream. I think that says. What the fuck? Why is it? Oh, because I don't have dashboard on. No, I'm good. I don't want to read I'm going to be reading too much, and the next segment's going to be probably longer than that one by a bit. So I want to make sure I stay on track. You make sure the whole can gets confused. It's a 5-hour long live stream. The Chud can probably put beans on toast. Chud Logic can eat. We know that. Oh, man. Oh, where's that? Somebody paid. I missed a super chat. Too fast. Don't know why it doesn't have all of those up there. It's very irritating that my thing, because it doesn't have like the way that it doesn't have a special section for supers. I could program it in, but that's like work. Go live. Oh, I gotta shout out that Freda channel that I was talking about relative to the whole like Chunky Boy Shadiversity. That channel is great. Small incentive, thank you. Congrats, Tyler. You've successfully bullied me into working out again. Cheers from the Pacific Northwest. Thanks for the $5. Need for Speed. Whatever that says. It doesn't actually tell me. Need for Speed weed. There we go. Yeah, boy, Alaska. Why does his show up? Okay, who cares? Who gives a shit? Chad is on that divorced dad diet. I just saw the video where Tyler wrecks President Sunday. LOL, beautifully executed. I was watching that shit last night. I have this clip just available now. Somebody's asking about it, but when I record it or export it or however the fuck I have it, it's just way too fucking big. Oh, no. It's on desktop? Does my desktop show me my second desktop? Probably not. It's just good. I named a file doxed driver. Oh my god. I just fucking chat. Than me and you. It's just such a great moment, man. I know why I had to clip this because I had a video where I was talking about him fucking reporting me. I've got to make my next video for Shad using the Shad clips and stuff is going to be Shad's fucking community getting me a strike. Oh, let's see. This is just one of my favorite, like, God, dude, this is just one of my favorite blood sports moments of all time. It's just, I'm lucky that I got to be a part of it. Fucking chat. Than me and you were in my fucking chat begging for attention. Noah.
Excuse me?
Sorry.
That's doxing, isn't it? That's against TOS. Fuck this guy.
Running?
That's against TOS.
Running? Are you running? Oh my god. Fucking. It'd be like, dude, it's a horror movie playing out on his face as he's watching what's happening in real time, which is just the recitation of his first name. And it will never not be funny to me. I just understand. I'm going to be telling people the story of that moment for the rest of my life for the sheer joy of them not giving a fuck and knowing that no one cares except for him and me because I did it to him. It's like he's fucking so fucking sad, bro. Change. Look at the body language. Man, it's so fucking good, dude. Fucking
Older
chat.
than me, and
You
are
are in my fucking chat begging for attention. Noah.
Excuse me?
Sorry.
That's doxing, isn't it? That's against TOS. Fuck this guy.
Running?
That's against TOS.
Running? Are you running? You want to have a conversation?
I'm not running.
Why did you say my name so many times?
I'm actually going to toast you.
Noah.
I didn't
did
dox
that hurt?
myself, Tyler.
I did. Noah. You keep saying my fucking name. I wanted to say yours too. I know yours.
You understand it's against TOS, right?
I can't. I'll sit here watching that all the way through because it's so fucking funny to me. God, dude, it's great now because I know every time I bring it up, one of his like little hate watchers that hangs out in here like shares it with him and he fucking cries in his fucking Discord about it. Because it's been 8 months or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It's 6 months maybe. It was January 31st, I think, actually, is when that happened. So, yeah, whatever the fuck, like 7 months. Over half a year since it happened. Not a single fucking repercussion. And then also, I fucking said his last name. The power some people give you over them is just like like wow. Fuck me. God, it's just a fuck god tier funny clip. And like I think people have asked me is like, did you edit his camera to look that shitty? It's like, no, that's his environment. Like it just has a diseased filter to it. He streams from fucking Lost Izalith or some shit. What's the fucking poison place? The fucking barren swamps. Kaled. He streams Sunday streams from Kaled. Oh my god, dude. Fuck, that is so fucking funny. Oh, god damn. The best part is still that he admitted to it. Like, that's the fucking funniest part. That's doxing. Like, oh, so I'm right. I didn't know 100%. Like, I just heard it on the internet. Fuck. It fucking, one of his stupid ass fans was coming in they tried to start a whole fucking internet career. And I like preemptively killed it because they just had their actual name, which was a unique name, on their fucking Patreon. And they were like, I made a video and you haven't responded to it. And I went and looked at the video and I was like, well, man, I'm probably not going to because it's barely made. But I was like, oh, you linked to Patreon? And I clicked the Patreon. It's somebody's first and last name. I was like, okay, well, let's see where that takes us. And like within 5 minutes, I found out the guy was a fucking failed Arby's employee with a political science degree. And I was like, okay, hey, is this you? And then he admits it. Like, what the fuck? You fucking stupid. Oh my God, it's good shit. Bobo super chatted. You should watch the Ice Cube War of the Worlds movie trailer and do your Trump voices commentary. It generally looks hilariously bad. I can't. It's got music in it and stuff. You can't do trailers on here, but I know what you're talking about. It's got Simple and Clean on it from fucking Kingdom Hearts. Simple and clean is the way that... It's the weirdest fucking trailer ever. But no, I can't watch trailers on stream. We've tried it before and you get cracked no matter what. Especially if it's a trailer for something that everyone knows is going to fail, then they fucking just attack you. Okay, I gotta move on. Okay. How can one be a failed Arby's employee? He left the Arby's. He had to go gig economy, man. Gig economy. His real name is Clarence, and Clarence's parents have a real nice marriage. He went to Pembroke. That's a private school. Is Fat Neck also clipped? I don't think I have that clipped, but it should be. When was the last time you changed that shirt, Fat Neck? Oh, the fucking too cool for school commentary people for like the next week after that fucking debate going like, wow, Tyler's a psycho. That was actually immature. Fucking dumbasses, bro. Oh my God. Okay. Anthony Gramuglia is a guy on the internet. And so is Jon Del Arroz. Anthony Gramuglia, friend of the channel, I guess. I don't know. Pops in every once in a while. Anthony Gramuglia is a arts and culture streamer, ostensibly fairly lefty, but not like a hyper, like, you know, not doing like socialist screeding and stuff like me. But he talks about comic books a lot, really seems to be kind of like Gamergate opposed, and has gotten into several conflicts with some of the largest names in crypto-fascism. Shadiversity has responded to him. I think the EFAP guys have talked about him. I've seen some mean crying over my fucking sketchbook fucking art of Anthony Gramuglia. And the most recent thing that happened is he got into a scrap on Twitter that became an absolute fucking curb stomp of a reply chain between him and Jon Del Arroz. And Jon Del Arroz is the one that started, which is John of the fucking Rice, I guess, right? In Spanish. I don't know if that's his real name. I became a #1 best-selling author by standing for Christian values. Talk about fucking gay, bro. Making pop culture, gaming, sci-fi, fantasy, and comics great again. Okay, racist. Is that a fucking AI? Okay, no. Yeah, this is Jon Del Arroz. I don't know if he really looks like this, but this is the one eyebrow raised sued. The ultimate sued expression where you do the fucking, you unironically do the Max Payne irate. You know? He did this. I think Sargon of Akkad's fucking old mask did this. Shadiversity does this. Probably a fucking host of other people I've seen have done this. All of those like various aristocrats. It's either this or a fucking top hat on a non-human, an anthropomorphic object, or this fucking eyebrow raise. Usually if you see the eyebrow raised, you can tell someone has been or will be getting divorced. And it's also, just I gotta bring this back up. This is the face of a guy that wants to date a 16-year-old. This is my boyfriend's in his 30s. Like, girl from high school. My boyfriend's, he's 32. It's like, you are in math class, little bitch. What the fuck are you talking about? And the guy that shows up was always this dude, you know? He's got, like, rings on, but no wedding rings. Jon Del Arroz looks like a dude that owns driving gloves for, like, a fucking automatic transmission Mustang. You know what I mean? He can't change the oil on his car. This is a guy that's gonna like lament masculinity, but if you were like, could you frame a wall? He'd be like, no. I remember for a while his blog was basically like a clearinghouse for dipshittery, right? Like if you wanted to have a dumb fucking idea to talk about, but you didn't want to come up with it on your own. It was like one of the first things I found out after streaming. It was just like, yeah, you go to Bounding Into Comics or whatever, and like some fucking person that's working on developing their 31st chromosome will be in there talking about a fucking cheetah woman not being gay enough or too gay or some shit, and some sort of like, I don't know, whatever the fuck. I don't know. Maybe fat divorced dads can be pretty. Everyone that's around him, it's not hard. If you go and you look in the comment sections around guys like this videos, it's not hard to get somebody spiraled up into talking about the age of consent. It's like all of them fucking excited as fuck about it. They're literally every single one of these people. If you see that eyebrow, this person is on a weird either both sides or maybe on the side of like, I don't know, lolicon seems like it could be beneficial. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Reb says Dez has a point. You know what I mean? Like it's definitely the face of a guy that takes themselves way too seriously. Also, number one rule on 4chan's comics and cartoons boards: if you have a fucking cartoon avatar, you have to post face, and your cartoon avatar better not be your fucking fan fiction of what your actual fucking mug looks like. I don't know what he looks like. I'm gonna run a gamble that the chin neck flesh doesn't start back here. I'm gonna say, if I had to guess, the real Jon Del Arroz probably has, if I had to guess, just a little bit of chin in that area and maybe this area. If I had to guess, probably right there. And the fucking t-shirt's probably a little bit of this shape. A little bit more of that shape, all right? But either way, we're gonna pop into this. This shit is fucking hilarious. This is his account, whatever the fuck. Can we go, where's my thing? Okay. LaBased Starscream. So this person came out of nowhere, I guess, according to some of the other tweets I saw. 319 followers, classic. McDizzle Gaming follows you, huh? My opinion doesn't matter. Screenshot this and send it to me when you get mad. Gay as fuck, bro. God damn it, now you got me saying it. Harmful opinions brain poisoned me. I'm temporarily returning to 2001. Hey, Jon Del Arroz, your fan fiction grows. First it was your wife, but now Anthony Gramuglia thinks your child was involved too. Hypothetically, could you sue him for defamation? And this is the tweet that fucking launched 1,000 tweets. Should I sue him? He's been spreading libel like this for a long time. I told everybody the grand legal arc of YouTubers and internet dipshittery is starting. It has begun. You are winning that bet about the... I figured. It has begun, and we are there. The fucking biggest fact of all these guys cannot hang. Okay, they cannot hang. They cannot do bands. The reason that fucking Jon Del Arroz and people like him, I'm gonna guess this is the case, need slurs is because they can't ball with insults. They can't fucking they don't know how to make fun of people actually. Because they are the bullied. Or at best, the fucking cackling little fucking rat guy that hangs out with fucking Jabba the Hutt. You know what I mean? Willie Mack show. and they're deathly afraid of actually having somebody come back and snipe at them. They're bitch built. They cannot fucking hang. That's why Shadiversity's fat ass and his fucking crew of flunkies mass reported my videos for terms of service. It's because he can't fight, he can't fly, and he can't crow. He's not Peter Pan. He ain't the Pan. They can't fucking hang to the level of insults that they deliver on other people. And they're giant fucking pussies about it, right? And so they have to treat insults as like something else. They can't take getting fucking smoked. It's got to be libel. It's going to be criminal. And now we're going to get to a point where it's going to be like, oh my, you said something about me I don't like. You've libeled me, right? And you've got to hit this shit on the fucking head. You really do. And just say fucking like, I'll be your Huckleberry. Because if you have morons deal with these people and then they like win because they get like a settlement out of something that should have been a fight and a win on the other person's part, it will dampen other people's willingness to do the most fun shit ever, which is hurt fucking internet Nazis' feelings, right? Fuck, it feels fucking good. They get mad as shit. You just tell them to cope, and then they'll write like fucking 15 fucking responses. You're 35. Why are you doing this? Maybe you should blah, 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 blah. Okay, now seethe. And it's fucking wonderful. It's fun. Trolling is fun. Trolling people that think they can't be trolled is the most fun. And right now, all of these guys, if you see a person with a fucking this like smirk, I don't know if you've ever considered this. Hey, sweaty. If you see somebody with that fucking eyebrow, I guarantee you can hurt their feelings with minimum amount of effort, and you should. Bring back bullying. I support it. None of you pussies got a goddamn channel warning for cyberbullying. I've gotten 2 and I beat 1. Okay. Y'all think you're all out here, these people today are soft, and then your weak fucking audiences are like, I'm not gonna let them hurt your feelings for you, Dad. And you gotta beat their ass. Now, the funny part about it is they start doing this shit. Should I sue him? He's been spreading a libel like this for a long time. LeBased Starscream. Can I even do it?
Starscream. I didn't even realize he was making it a thing.
Is that close? Can't tell if I'm doing Starscream or the fucking Mantis guy from fucking Space Ghost Coast to Coast. This guy's one of the worst alt-left trolls out there. Just totally horrible person. You're a wife and child. You're a wife beater and child abuser. Go fuck yourself. I didn't know that tweet would be revealed on Click. Literally like Ethan Decline. Same fucking thing, bro. Oh my god. Oh, and Jon Del Arroz fell off hard because he started trying to pick fights with NK Jemisin. I don't even know who these people are. They fucking, like, lore knowledge out there is, like, way deeper. A Tyler creator said cyberbullying isn't real. Turn off your computer. It's true. You're a pedophile. Get castrated. Fucking what the fuck? I'm saying you can say that shit. If you're calling anybody a pedophile, is because you probably know a bunch of them. I mean, you have your John. Your fucking profile picture looks like it's not allowed within 500 feet of a school. There's tweets that are gonna come here like, my kids are next to me while I'm posting all this stuff on Twitter. It's like, I don't know. I think everybody's fucking shocked that you're allowed to be near kids. Nobody go over to John's house. He's a fucking seat sniffer. That's a fucking profile pic. Absolutely the profile pic of a seat sniffer. Look, them nostrils are flared and shit too. My man can tell the difference between a sweaty Buick seat and a fucking Honda Civic in a heartbeat. Seat sniffing ass. Known, sue me for this, known seat sniffer Jon Del Arroz. Known seat sniffer. 100% guaranteed seat sniffer Jon Del Arroz. Furious he can't get an Anthony Gramuglia's gamer chair. What the fuck? Tyler, you're right on. Shut. Bro, no fucking way. Bro, is this you? No fucking way you look like this. Oh my god. Look at them pinchable cheeks. Why you got girl hands? That's fucking crazy. This is the most shocking revelation. Dude, you got bitch fingers. What the fuck do you have long fingernails? Ew. Ew, he's got untrimmed fingernails. Oh, bro. Oh, bro. Oh my god, dude. Okay. I'll tell you what, there is no proof you're a pedophile, but you are built goddamn bar for bar the same way that John Wayne Gacy is. You got the You got a head like a knockoff Lego set. What the fuck? Make science fiction fun again. Dude, look at him fucking putting that hat to its limits. Look at the size of this fucking hat coming out. What the fuck is going on here? The fucking necklines are killing me. Oh my god, bro. I ain't seen somebody with such distinguished necklines in a while. You look at this is the neckline of a fucking constant porno addict. He got that. You got a fucking neck like like a fucking fish caught in a fucking a fishing net. You ever get your finger, when you have to tie, I don't know, you might not even know, you gotta tie your fucking fishing lure onto the hook, right? And like it bites into your finger looking, he got it, he's always like, my man's like this all the time. He got those, I got smile lines, he's got laying on his fucking back in bed looking at porn lines. Look at this fucking, the depth on these fucking things. This image has no fucking pixels. It got no fucking pixels, and I can still see the depth of these motherfuckers. You are weathered in. They're layered. They got layering on them. My man playing a lot of fucking Doki Doki Fantasy Girl 3. Could you imagine? This is a Ronnie Filiaw shout out. You guys know Ronnie Filiaw, Womp Comics. This is the face of a man who feels like existential dread when the screen goes black on his porno video game. And a little bit of his reflection shines back at him. The killer part is definitely the little girl hands. That's fucking crazy. Look at the size of my fucking hand next to my head. Look at the look. This is my hand behind my head. Look how fucking big it is. With a little white supremacy single. What in the fuck is happening here? Why don't you have a whole ass man's hand? Whose hands did you who are you borrowing? Ladies glove size with your long fingernails. What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck? Bro, you look like an extra in a fucking Rankin and Bass claymation special. Your whole build is just so that you can be behind some elf that's getting ready to learn how to sew, and you're just rosy cheek having ass motherfucker. Bro, I got fucking 10 polygons in a whole ass head. He fucking perfectly ball shaped. That's nuts. I like that you got such a fat fucking head. It makes the text on your hat look small as shit. Motherfucker he put fucking 11-point font on a 64-point font head. What in the fuck? Is he out of his goddamn mind? What the fuck? Oh my god, dude. That is insanity. Look at the fucking, my man's got more porn folds on his neck. He's got more folds on his neck from fucking from Twitter deep searching his fucking kids' friends from school than he does on his hands from work. Oh, fuck. No fucking yank. I can't fucking believe it, bro. When you hear him talk, he sounds like a boring fool. I bet, dude. Oh my god. What? Look, this is how he draws himself. On what fucking earth, Billy? Who is this? This can't be him. I'm gonna say this is a lie. That can't be him. It can't be him. You guys fucking tricked me into making fun of somebody else because there's no fucking way he had the balls for that. You ain't got no fucking eyebrows, homie. Who the fuck is that supposed to be? Follow me for more based reporting in pop culture, gaming, sci-fi, fantasy, and comics. Bro, I guarantee you this guy spends like 20% of any given day with people just telling him to kill himself on 4chan. He's trying to anon post. Have you guys considered the new Sydney Sweeney thing is based? Everyone's like, shut the fuck up. Kiss, 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 kiss. God damn, bro. Oh, fuck. What the fuck was I talking about? He's friends with Shad. Bro, what do they do? What do they do when they're friends? What do they do when, like, what do they get, if they're not talking about this shit, I bet they have a lot of fucking, like, scarf knowledge to share. Complaining, goddamn hippies are making it almost impossible for a man with a real neck to buy a scarf these days. Bro wears a fucking necklace hanging straight off the bottom of his chin. I knew he'd have a chin strap beard. That shit's actually supposed to be a full beard. He's just stretched out. He's like a balloon, like a hollow, like a fucking happy birthday balloon, but you don't blow it up right, and fucking the H just swells up like you go wah, it loses all of its color. It's not even a chin strap. That's a full normal beard. His head just went. Looks like somebody went fucking crazy on the Mario 64 intro screen, just trying to make the most fucking like mush face you've ever seen in your life. Complain about YouTube killing their channels. True. Oh my god. What the fuck was I talking about? Anthony, remind me. What the fuck, you guys? Oh yeah, the lawsuit. Lawsuit. There we go. Oh, alt-left trolls is crazy, bro. Socialist. Just call him a socialist. That's how you know that leftism is starting to come off pretty base, because they gotta start kind of like making it sound like it's a right-wing thing. It's alt-left. He's alt-left. Like, I think he's just fucking not a fucking libcuck. Like, moderately anything slightly further left than like Hillary Clinton saying like another shipment is fine. is like, oh, this fucking alt-left guy. Anybody that's like, I like gay people, but also I can fucking sling, you know? I'll call you a bitch, like, to your face. They can't deal with it. It's like, fucking, what I used to do is I would get on here and I would talk to people that were concerned about other people's feelings, and I would get them really upset by being mean. It's like, yeah, and they left. And they were right, because when I say mean things to you, you cry and piss and moan. You say mean things to me. I just say meaner things than the thing you said. You can't win. It's eternal. It's a fucking constant cycle to death. God damn it. He inflates his cheek pouches in the presence of a predator. He sensed fucking Gramuglia coming and puffed up like a puffer fish. I bet his liver's poisonous as fuck. You're a pedophile. Get castrated. Show receipts. We've got ours ready. Your receipts have already been debunked at least 3 times here. Oh, that's Starscream.
Your receipts have already been debunked at least 3 times here. I've got copy-paste board ready to go.
Is that Starscream? I haven't heard Starscream in forever. Hank Hill is too woke for these clowns. Dude, Hank Hill was too woke for these people in 2001. Hank Hill was too woke the second he said, Bobby, Peggy is my best friend. They're not smarter than mom? Bobby, that's like comparing your mother to a baboon. I've got copy paste board ready to go in the replies. So Voshko to JDA fans with a context emporium ready. Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Or I'll try you pedophile guys. Blah, blah, blah. Where's my dude? There we go. Sue him for what? LMAO. The court docs are public record for libel. Good luck. What do we got here? For Berlin. Yeah. Libel. Okay, so yeah, I can just boil this down because I know this, because this is like one of my fucking go-to talking points. Everybody, the goddamn libel suits these days. Libel has to cause damage, first and foremost. Well, first off, it has to be false. Provably false, not just like incorrect. It has to be like a provably false thing, and opinions don't count. Opinions do not count. You don't have to like say like, you can't take someone and say like, I'm suing this person for libel, Your Honor. And they're like, why? It's like, well, because he called me, he said I look like a fucking Rankin Bass claymation figure with long fucking fingernail having girl hands. He said I got girl hands and a fat face, Your Honor. And like, as you can see, Your Honor, my hands are not girl hands and my face is not fat. And then they go like, well, I think he knew that if you're a guy, you don't have girl hands. And I guess it depends on if he feels it's fat, because that's an opinion. It's not like provably false. Provably false. As in like a demonstrably untrue thing. Like calling somebody, I don't know, like fucking Jon Del Arroz calling whoever that random Twitter person was a pedophile with no evidence, right? That's provably right or wrong. That's like, and the thing on top of that is it could cause damages if true. Now that person's anonymous, so it fucking absolutely positively can't. And no one takes Jon Del Arroz seriously. In America, at least, if you say some fucking crazy shit to somebody and you say it to hurt their feelings and harm their reputation, it also has to cause damages, right? provable damages, like to a monetary number, not just like you're like they make you. It's the fucking rules of civil procedure. They make you say like a dollar amount. Like you have to say it. Like, well, I don't know. I can't really specify a dollar amount. Like, okay, dismissed, possibly with prejudice. Like, go fucking idiot, go away. Are you stupid? Because otherwise you can't talk shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's the point. All these other people were like, I want to be able to do whatever I want to do in these private circumstances and terms of service, you know. But like, we always were saying, like, you have the First Amendment right. The fucking company just doesn't want you here. Now people are trying to take it into the legal realm, and it's like, no, it's just my First Amendment right. At best, you could engage somebody in a slap suit and try to waste their money, but depending on where you are, there might be anti-slap legislation that will socket you as the person that maliciously filed the lawsuit with a fat fucking chunk of attorney's fees and stuff and returnage because you wasted the court's time and it's observable that you were trying to abuse their fucking First Amendment right, or it just gets thrown out with prejudice anyway, and you're literally legally prohibited from refiling it ever again. It's almost impossible to win First Amendment cases against people because the American First Amendment is one of the most profoundly sacrosanct amendments we have in this country, more so even than the Second Amendment, which we use to murder children every year, every month, every almost week for the last, like, basically since the thing got instituted. Do you know, well, since the end of the assault weapons ban, but like that's neither here nor there. The First Amendment is even more sacrosanct to the point where it's probably impossible to find even judges that are like hardcore Trump supporters if Trump asked to have them try to violate somebody's First Amendment rights, because it is a unreturnable point. And because of it always errs on the right of the fucking person that gives the speech almost universally, it's next to impossible to win a libel lawsuit. Like, it's so impossible that you can say whatever the fuck you want to say in America. And like, even Alex Jones, who like libeled relentlessly to hundreds of millions, I guess, of people, or millions upon millions of people, libeled the surviving families of the Sandy Hook massacre again and again and again and again. Even that was, in some people's opinion, like not quite to the level of libel, even though it's still pretty within there. A lot of even what is inside of it is usually up to interpretation, and it tends to go soft as fuck. It is almost impossible. Which is why people are like, what, fucking, these people settled. It's like, yeah, that's why it's always suspicious if you see someone settle. And it's a whole thing. Let's not jinx it now. There's no jinxing it. If the fucking First Amendment goes away, it's blood in the streets. There's no jinxing it. It's time to buy guns and fertilizer if they get rid of the First Amendment. You just have to. You've got to kill people at that point. I'm not speaking lightly. It's like, oh, we suspended habeas corpus. Okay, that's like 3 down. Do you know what I mean? We're suspending the fucking freedom of speech. It's like, all right, bro. Like, I guess I gotta if words can't talk, I guess fucking lead walks. I don't know what to tell you at that point. That's not a fucking like, Tyler, you're saying something that's politically too egregious. Like, you would kill people over the First Amendment? You're supposed to. That's the whole point. Okay, well, we should change this a little bit so we give people power. What should we give them? First off, let them say whatever the fuck they think. Even if it's stupid as shit and wrong. Unless it causes, like, serious harm. Okay. What about that? If someone tries to impugn that right, make sure they can kill people. The first 2 additional rules of America past the, like, let's just establish kind of how the states and shit are set up, is, like, talk shit and fucking carry. You know what I mean? That's on it's a new level. Just sue for libel is one of the biggest illusions. It's crazy. It's nuts. Now, if you want to fucking spook somebody and say, like, I'll sue you for libel, you know, whatever, you say, like, I would sue for libel. If I could win a libel suit against somebody, you can, then you should, right? You shouldn't just, like, engage. It shouldn't be, like, a questing thing. It's not going to be, like, a lot of civil suits where it's like, oh, this is going to be a deep decision in the court. It's more than likely going to get fucking thrown out because it's a fucking First Amendment issue. It's hard to find lawyers that can argue it correctly. Like, and that's not like my crazy opinion, Tyler. Maybe you should lawyer. No, you don't need that. You can tell because there's almost no fucking First Amendment lawyers. Don't fucking need them that much. But there's a shitload of like corporate lawyers and stuff because that law is like actually like, all right, yeah. We don't know where this is gonna go. Most of those First Amendment things, it's just like, it's either get the fuck out of here or like seriously, shut the fuck. Are you fucking stupid? Shut up. If you can win a libel suit, like certainly you should probably go for it because to get there, you've proven that they're damaging your reputation. You have to do it at that point. But like anything underneath, like, oh, certainly I should do this because I not only can I win it, I will win it. Then like fucking let it go. This like speculating on Twitter is deep in the bone pussy shit from the fucking these right wing guys that are getting left behind in the dust now too. They're useless. The culture war, right wing culture war people are fucking yesterday's news. Like the good thing about them is that they're still there to get their tonsils fucking speed bagged, but like they're no good anymore. Donald Trump's in the White House. We have literally Gestapo on the streets in America. No one gives a shit about the fucking pop culture wedge issues anymore. Like, and these guys can't hang enough to keep up. Their fucking talking points are already 2 years old by the time they try to address something that happened to like yesterday. They can't even figure it out. They're like, the biggest indicator is the fucking absolute failure of any commentary on the Sydney Sweeney thing. Like, Sydney Sweeney, yeah, fuck that bitch. Yeah, she seems like a fucking Nazi. She's talking about her fucking good genes and shit. And they're like, oh, no, blah, 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 what about this? And they're like, no, you're done. Nah, fuck her. I'm good. Like, all of TikTok for the last fucking 2 weeks since that happened, every time I see a fucking right-winger, they don't even talk anymore. They don't even fucking talk on TikTok anymore. They just do this. They just shake their head and nod because they're too fucking bitch made to fucking put their voice to their beliefs anymore. Like the grifters are fucking smoked. They're cooked. And like they're about to get fucking overran. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be crazy because it's going to be the same fallout that fucking Sargon and them went through. You know, like in 2016, 2017, where it's going to be like there's going to be a few survivors, but I think it's going to be even fewer this time because there's going to be like, even if we get to a point where it's going to be a switch over and we just civil war inside of America, then like guys like that are going to get fucking, you know what I mean? Bye. And then whatever comes after that, more than likely, you know, I'm going to gamble on my side winning. Guys like that get, you know what I'm saying? And then if not, there's still going to be serious legislative clapback against all of these fucking right-wing things that have been happening. And I wouldn't be surprised to see like, I mean, if you really see it in like South Park and stuff, which is usually pretty centrist, pretty fucking, even a little bit Libby right wing when it's floating left, they're like, these fucking right wing people are like filth. They're trash. They're actually fucking Nazis. They're just raw fucking Nazis. And there's no reason to be nice to them. There is no like, they're just like Saddam Hussein. It's dictator shit. Like they can get fucking killed. You know what I mean? Get cracked. You are bad people and you deserve to be treated badly. And like, we got to get there. And it's true. They are bad people and they deserve to be treated with cruelty and derision. Their family members should feel deep uncomfort from being related to them because they're filth. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck Goebbels, but also fuck Goebbels' kids and fuck Goebbels' wife. Like, well, they didn't do anything. I don't give a fuck. I'm too pissed off at Goebbels to focus on whatever on your fucking mincing bullshit. All right, we already did that. I want fucking Goebbels, and I'll kill everybody I can until I get to that motherfucker. I want to feel his fucking bones crush underneath my thumb. You know, like that's where it's gonna be. And it's fucking awesome because forever a lot of these people thought like, oh no, what I can do is I can just despoil and lie and cheat and steal, and if I just fucking pass it off to my kids like a fucking hot potato, I can get away with it. And now even people are like, nah, fuck your kids too. And people are like, oh, my children? Like, yeah, fuck them. They're your kids. Fuck them. Fuck your kids. Hey, fuck you, you little shit. And fuck you. How about that? Like, because hey, if that's the only thing you can do to make somebody feel like, oh, fuck, there's repercussions, then just fucking do it. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck? Why not? You guys are trying to take away rights and shit, and you're also awful. You're just dog shit. I just want to hurt you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the collateral at this point. Like, that's kind of the point that a lot of people are getting to. 10, 12 years ago, you know, when a bunch of this stuff was like, ah, man, jokes and free speech. Okay, cool. You know, fucking 3 CEOs within, you know, half a year, 2 CEOs in about 3 weeks, getting fucking slimed in apartments and in their fucking office buildings, and no one cares. And people are like, I think the guy that killed him had a point. And they're like, he's insane. He said horrible things. And they're like, I don't think he did it even. I wanted like, dude, I'm actually, there's a small spoiler for content. I'm going to Lenore, West Virginia sometime in the immediate future. I'm going to go see fucking Bernie Sanders talk. I don't think there's a way for me to do it, but I just want to ask him, like, hey, Luigi Mangioni's innocent, right? would you, given the relationship between the working class and the rich of this country, would you say, Mr. Sanders, that Luigi Mangioni is innocent? Not, he has a point, just he's innocent. Let him answer it that way. My God. I mean, any of their relatives who has developed object permanence and hasn't tried to fix the issue is part of the problem. Yeah, it's fucking stupid as shit. It's like, fuck you, man. I don't give a fuck. You're trying to take too much from me. I don't give a shit. There's nothing sacred. If nothing that I have is sacred to me, then fuck, nothing that you have is sacred to me either. Or sacred to you, then I'm going to return that. You know what I mean? People think that they can push super far. It's like, that's like the thing I said. Like, the second people started making fun of childless cat ladies, it's like, oh, okay, cool. So I can make fun of your kids. I'm like, wait, how does that make sense? Well, you made fun of her, not kids. I'm going to make fun of your kids. And it's like, wait, what? I didn't say that was okay. Who said that was okay? Yeah, fuck me. I don't give a shit. The only person I've ever heard complain about that was Philip DeFranco whining about people making fun of Barron Trump the first time Trump got elected. And I was like, yeah, you sound like a fucking pussy, Phil. Maybe you should shut the fuck up and read the news, okay? Defense Exhibit A, the picture of Jon Del Arroz's face. Yeah. Either way, fucking Ant's right here. Ant's correct. That's the whole thing. He might not be innocent, but he's not guilty. True. Okay, I can't keep doing Starscream. Hey guys, he is performing legal literacy. Ant is definitely in the know. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is this? Meanwhile, JDA just needs that post where he said, court of public opinion to show a judge. I wonder what an actual judge would think about my public opinion. That is a fucking First Amendment right, you stupid bitch. What the fuck? You dumb bitch. D, you stupid bitch. D, you dumb bitch. D, you stupid bitch. I wonder what a sitting judge in America would think about an opinion. Probably that it's protected speech. You don't have to read far into the Constitution to get to the part where it's like, you could say pretty much whatever you want. Well, what would the judge say about my public opinion? That it is fair and protected speech. I know this because there's thousands of precedents, both persuasive and binding, that confirm that you can talk shit in America. Like, what the fuck, bro? Strange how even Grok thinks I am more qualified to discuss law than you. I'm not gonna try to do Anthony. I'll fuck that up. Did Anthony Gramuglia pass the bar exam? Oh my god. Dude, fuck, right-wing echo chamber comedy is the fucking most cringe shit in the fuck world. Every time they come out, I swear, these guys are so fucking in their own ass with their stupid fucking in-jokes. Every time they have to leak out from underneath whatever fucking toenail they've been creeping around under for the last fucking few months to talk to someone outside of it, they have these fucking internal memes and shit. And I gotta say, you guys probably sound funny to you. You're playing to your own crowd. Everyone on earth just thinks that you sound like kids with learning disabilities. Like, you sound like it's like harmful opinions running up. Hey, Grok, does Anthony Gramuglia have a law degree? Even Grok thinks that Anthony Gramuglia might not be qualified to speak on this, and yet he's talking. You fucking idiot. It's fundamental civics education in this country, you idiot. What the fuck are you talking about? They're the first 10 rights you have. It's the Bill of Rights. have to pass the bar exam to talk about that. You don't get through the first semester of law school without, hey, could you tell me if it's okay to air opinions in public about somebody, or to even refer to the general opinion of the public when discussing someone? Would that be protected under something in the Constitution? Maybe any state laws or anything? Like, you're like, what? Can I, excuse me, I'm calling up a law agency. Are you a law agency, a firm of some sort? Can you tell me, if I was, some liberal online was just saying that the court of public opinion holds that these facts about somebody, and they just said some opinion about somebody, would you say that that's gonna hold up in court, and then they have to go like, bro, like you talk to a racist? Tom Cotton's personal attorney is gonna be like, look, bud, I don't know what to tell you, but that's the First Amendment. What, did they say their opinion? Yes, they said it. And it's just, is it provably wrong? Is it wrong? I don't like it. It's their opinion, you fucking idiot. Why are you? It's going to be $500 for asking me that question, but are you fucking stupid? Fuck. Oh, sideways laugh emoji became a Neo dog whistle so fast. Is it? Bitewise Marissa. I'm behind 20. Del Arroz looks like that dark timeline Michelin man who was raised by an alcoholic father. God damn. Michigan man. Just Michigan man. Oh my God. Grok, did you say this? Yes, that matches my knowledge. Anthony Gramuglia has not passed the bar exam. He's a writer with an MFA who has done content writing for legal sites, but that doesn't make him a licensed attorney or confer legal qualifications. Okay, what the fuck? It doesn't mean it's not true, you fucking idiot. This guy. I spent the entire afternoon talking to my internet friend. He's a robot. He lives in Twitter. His name's Grok. He's very racist, by which I mean based. He's very based and cool and a little bit red-pilled. If I ask him nice, he'll transition into a girl and show me pictures of his boobs. He can even look like Taylor Swift if I want him to. Fuck. Funniest bit is we haven't even got to what I said yet or the legal documents I dropped to back it up, which is the reason I'm doing this. Oh my God, boo, you stink. Case information. Oh God, this is somebody else. The Nerd Otacon. Open image in a new tab. Family law. Martinez Spinetta. Courthouse. Benjamin T. Reyes. Judicial officer. Case type. Samantha Del Arroz versus Jonathan Del Arroz. Oh no. 6/21/2023, hearing on request for domestic violence restraining order. Hearing on request for domestic violence restraining order, judicial officer, result held. Okay, yeah. Case status active, hearing time, result, it was held. Okay, so yeah, they held it. All right, based. Was it granted? Grok, is a court hearing the same thing as ruling? Grok, are you a lawyer? What the fuck? Okay, I actually have the rest of these up here. I gotta watch myself going down too far. Hold on. What? I don't know what half of these are. I'm kind of glad. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Boom, check this out. And the fact that Aunt brings my kids... And the fact that Aunt brings my kids, who are literally sitting here with me right now, into this is disgusting. But he doesn't understand that because he will never have kids as a genetic dead end, which is literally why he dedicates his life to being a loser on the internet. Bro, there's no way your kids don't look fucking weird. Can we hold the fuck on? We had a picture of this man. Fucking, bro, can you do your kids a favor? Like, are you fucking serious with this? What in the fuck is that? Genetic dead end. Are you out of your fucking mind? What the fuck? God damn it. Like, it's you and the kind of person that would marry you. Right? Like, oh, my kids. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe you should have fucking brought up the fact that you're married in an argument. Now your kids are on the table. Your kids can be fucked with. My kids prove something about me that's not proved about you. I don't know. What is it? Do your kids have hot friends? Is that the cool thing about your kids that you really like, John? That's the vibe that you give off. Creepy long fingernails. Like the priest from Doubt. A reference that I doubt you'll get. God damn. Fuck off, bro. I can't be a domestic abuser who had a restraining order put against me by my spouse who said I abused my son. I have other children. As a father to be, it's despicable you use your kids as a defense to hide your police records. Like, god damn. Dude, we're gonna get police records in here? How much shit does Anne have? These fucking reply chains are insane. Saving that one. What the fuck? John, didn't you say in a video that Bo DeMeo was using X-Men to spread his psycho homosexual agenda and wanted everyone he didn't like to perish? A video I could easily cite. They demonstrated conclusively they don't care about truth, just hating. It's the literal definition of bigots. People are being bigoted against me. Help. Help, they're doing the racism against me. It's only supposed to go one way. Bro, where's the big drops? I lost track of them. I thought I had them up, but I don't have them up. Okay, I'm just going down. I'm going down. Where's the goddamn documents, Gramuglia? Bro, you post so much. What the fuck? There we go. No, the term held is procedural. It just means the hearing occurred. It does not reflect the decision about the restraining order. Case information. JDA divorce. File date, courthouse, dissolution with minor child, e-file, Shoker, Palvier, family law, case judgment. Party, Del Arroz, date of birth hidden for Johnny, lead attorney, Donald Casey Cummins. Disposition events, judgment. Judgment type, order, after hearing. Where are we at? Petition for dissolution, legal separation, nullity filed, summons issues, service petition, requested by dissolution. So yeah, they got divorced, right? Subsequent DV prevention with minor child fired. Okay, so yeah. Temporary restraining order filed. Okay, so that's probably fucking held. In that case, held up. Declaration regarding service of disclosure. Income and expense declaration filed. Service of DV. You've been served a DV order. Okay. So he's busted. Okay. Yeah. They're giving him service of domestic violence orders. Okay. So that means that like he's being sued, right? Subpoenaed by the state and told to fuck off. Usually if you get service for a DV order, proof of service in person, here you go. Served on counsel per agreement. Form indicates this, but no agreement attached. Request to continue DV hearing. Order on request to continue temp. DV temp filed. Amended. Declaration. Yeah, okay, so you're a domestic abuser. That's it. The court, in this case, that was maybe not actually held, as in they held the thing. That's probably the court held with the restraining order, probably from the last one. If they had an argument over the veracity of the fucking restraining order, this language and stuff can change from district to district. How these, like, I used to cover domestic violence, and I hate abusers. If I can do something to fuck up somebody who's a domestic violence abuser's life, I will take that opportunity in a heartbeat. Like, I'll get petty with it. Like, I'll punch down like crazy. Like, if you like burn down your house, I'll burn down the fucking cardboard box that you end up in the fucking park. Like, it will be a relentless thing. And I've seen a million of these things, but they look different all the time. Petition for dissolution. That's 2022. And we're going. Okay, so we go forward from here. All right. So the way this is events and hearings, right? And then we have some requests. Okay, so 2022 petition for dissolution, legal separation, nullity filled. All right, summons issues filed. Nullity filed. So filing for divorce or dissolution of marriage. However, that's done in what state is this again? Did you say Kansas? I don't know. Where the hell what fucking court is this? Case status judgment, by the way, so we're done. Family law, Martinez, spin at a courthouse. I don't know where the hell this is. I'm probably skipping right past it. Judgment order before hearing. The guy wants to take Ann to court for libel, but can't even argue the case that he won't hurt his own kid, which is crazy. So yeah, summons issued, filed, right? So okay, I petitioned for divorce. I petitioned to have a summons issued. Basically, hey, we want to sue him to get him there. Service of petition and or summons was probably filed as well. So basically, like, hey, we need somebody to do service for this, all this, blah 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 blah. Filed all at once. We go to the 30th, so we go down, served 11/30/2022. Okay, so that's when the person was served. Response to dissolution, comment, and request for dissolution. Proof for service of summons, comment personal. Don't know exactly what that means here, relatively. Proof of service. So all these coming up right next to the same days is like, hey, we served the person. Here's the thing. Can you acknowledge that this person was successfully served? Yes. A lot of court stuff is you get it. There's filings. You have to come before the judge. The judge is like, okay, cool, whatever. Yes, no, maybe so, that kind of deal. This is all an ongoing singular case. So every one of these things is just keep going. Proof of service, stipulation and order, comment, custody and visitation. So they had this protective order or this order filed, right, to deal with custody and visitation. This proof of service was an electronic proof of service, another proof of service. That means that all these proof of services pretty much guarantee they're not living together. So more than likely there's separation. That's separation. That's why it's service every time. So basically you're not in the same house. You're not talking. They're living in two different places and they're having the lawyers talk to each other. So every time the wife wants John to do something, she's sending a fucking like a court order, filing a subpoena with the court, and then that's getting okayed, and then they're filing for service to say like, hey, we want this to be a full thing. Temporary restraining order filed. Okay. That is probably held then. Yeah. Subsequent DV prevention with minor child fired. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, you're a piece of shit. Notice of court hearing for domestic violence. So, yeah. That's domestic violence. You had to go to DV court. You are in trouble. That is reasonable cause. They're fucking taking you all the way there. DV prevention and minor child filed. Yeah, all these are filed. If they're filed and they haven't been, if you haven't seen something where they're like disregarded, taken out or anything like that, it's been filed. So you filed a restraining order. Good. Notice of court hearing. Okay, yeah, so the notice was posted. Declaration regarding service of disclosure. Okay, comment preliminary. Income expense declaration filed. Okay, I want to know exactly how much money you have because we're going to be getting a divorce and I don't want you to try to hide all your fucking cash type shit. Service of DV. So this is domestic violence order. All this happened the same day, right? So these are this is the shotgun from the lawyer all at the same time, right? So all of these are going in. That notice of court hearing probably came up right away. In a lot of modern courts, DV stuff has been hyper-tracked. For the longest time, courts basically it was come as you go or come first serve kind of deal, So like things that need profoundly immediate attention, like domestic violence orders and stuff, would be treated with the same amount of regard by the courts as something like, some sort of like civil small claims case. It would just get filed in there, so people would take it as you can, which is why they set up DV courts, because women are like, hey, I need to file a domestic violence or a restraining order or some sort of petition against my husband, and it needs to go in tonight because I think he bought a gun, So a lot of courts across America over the last 20 years or so, I was in West Virginia, you can look me up, covering the domestic violence court in Charleston as it was really starting to take off. I was talking to the judge that was kind of like, it was their baby to put it together that way. It created a separate court environment and a separate paperwork processing environment to speed those up. So the lawyer comes in with a gigantic chunk. Hey, DV, protection order, all this stuff. We already have a restraining order from before. We're going to file this whole fucking chunk today. And they go, okay, also court hearing. You know what I mean? Or it was already in the docket. And then that's the day that the the officer of the court, the judge, or whoever's going to be overseeing this stuff, signed it and said everything's here, and then it all gets filed because the fucking lawyer's waiting for it that day. You have to ask the lawyer specifically. I wish I could click these and open them up completely, but that's not how this one works. Otherwise, I'll just fucking walk through it. I like this shit. Request for order, service of disclosure, temporary during. Why does this go up and down? Comment amended. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, the temporary DV hearing. Request to continue DV hearing. So this is just going on. Amended it. Declaration requiring service of disclosure. Hey, we want you to say something. Request for order. Initial comment. RECSSS. Income and expense declaration. Service of request for order motion. This actually might be, this income and expense declaration filed might actually be from John. Basically, when divorces are getting ready to start, and especially if there's any sort of domestic issues between the parties, the courts will lock down funds of the offender, right? In this case, it's going to be John. So when they lock your funds down, it's to do two things. Basically, to make sure that you can't use the power of the purse to fucking violate the rights of your wife or your husband or your partner or whatever. And like withhold money from them if you were the sole like breadwinner, so to say, of the house, and they were like doing the domestic stuff or whatever and what have you. And also so that if you are getting a divorce, you can't like take all your money and assets and like get rid of them immediately in order to fuck you over or fuck over your partner. So they lock it down, and usually you see stuff like this, income and expense declaration filings, basically is being like, hey, you're going to get an allotment of money per day, per month, per year, whatever, and then that's what you can spend until the end of this process. It also helps hurry the processes along because it's fucking onerous as shit on every party involved. But like, I've known people that were getting a divorce, and like every credit card purchase would be like pop up on the other party's phone, and they would be like, hey, that's not an acceptable purchase, that's not covered underneath the fucking the order, blah 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 blah. It sounds like he probably wouldn't win the libel case. He wouldn't remotely get close to winning the libel case. I couldn't imagine. Does he even have the money to sue for something like that? He would be paying for it out of pocket. Because that would be, he has to be rich. I'm not talking about like fucking like, my dad owns a dealership rich. I'm talking about like a step past that. Really disposable money. Because it's going to cost you $200 to $500 per hour per lawyer, or a full retainer of, $2,000 to $3,000 per day until the end of the court case in order to engage with it. Because no one's going to take that on contingency or on consignment or whatever. I think it's actually contingency. That like the lawyer's going to get a chunk. The lawyer's like, I will do whatever you want me to do within the confines of the law. We can file these. I'm going to have to, as your lawyer, I'm going to tell you, the likelihood of you getting a judgment in your favor is very much against you. The most we can ask for is probably a settlement where the other person's going to maybe apologize. This is going to cost you $2,000 per day, $10,000 per week, $40,000 per month until it's over or you decide to let me go. And we are not going to meet you halfway on that price. Is that okay with you? It's like, okay. So like you have, like, I'm not, if you want to launch a bullshit libel assault on somebody all the way up. And if you don't have the lawyer that is at least crossing the T's and dotting the I's and making sure that you don't overstep and go into slap territory for wherever the fuck state you live in, you might end up on the hook for the other party's fucking attorney's fees. You know what I mean? Because if you file libel or what do you call that? Whatever. Time waster fucking lawsuits to fuck with other people, frivolous lawsuits and shit, you can end up on the hook. And it's not going to be like a whole court case. Like, is this frivolous? Is it not? Like, more than likely it's going to go to a fucking real quick judgment before the fucking judge. And he's going to go like, did you do any research in this? Or are you just wasting the court's time? You dragged us all the way in here. You're lying, by the way, to me. You can't make up facts that you feel good about in the case of him lying about you. You know what I mean? Like, you would have to do all of your ducks in a row. You bring in Twitter research to a courthouse, you better be Donald Trump, because everybody else will still get fucked. Like, you will piss a judge off. And if it's the wrong judge, they might be like, dude, I'm going to make sure that you don't ever make this mistake again. I'm going to help you, remind you. Why not? It's going to be $4,000, which I don't think you necessarily have, but you're going to be paying them $4,000 for this. Not a lot of money. but it's $4,000. And I'm going to make sure the court makes you pay that money to them for wasting my time, you know? And that's not even getting to New Jersey's anti-SLAPP laws. Yes. By the way, SLAPP, for you people that might be not here normally, is Strategic Lawsuit Against Public Participation, SLAPP. Basically to prevent people from buying their way in. And you have to buy it. It really is for rich people only. That's why SLAPP lawsuits exist, or SLAPP suit legislation exists, because you gotta be rich as fuck to even do it. So it's like, oh, maybe I should sue him for libel. Like, dude, you should do it. Gramuglia's fucking Ant, your fucking career would take off, by the way. you bait fucking Jon Del Arroz's dumbass into fucking suing you for libel. Oh my god. Do you know what discovery is? There's a thing. If you're a fucking right winger walking through this and you're like, oh, grok, shut the fuck up. Know your place when I'm talking. All right. I got an English degree from the University of Cincinnati. Okay. Just means I read good and all the law books are available. If you sue somebody, you open legal proceedings between each other, which means that you both are now possessed of diminished rights relative to each other. Diminished First Amendment rights, diminished Fourth, Fifth. Still, most of that shit's there, but there's new additional rules under which you follow. One of them is the ability to depose the other party and compel them to give statements under oath about facts. It is your right. You can depose every fucking person that has anything to do with a civil suit. Now, a deposition or a witness statement, right? There are things that people don't have to answer because it could be their first or their Fifth Amendment right to not say anything self-incriminating. In a criminal case, which you're probably already thinking of, that's a fine way to get out of implicating yourself in a crime. Fifth Amendment rights are not the best things to do next to a civil case because they always make you look more guilty. Everybody that doesn't say anything looks more guilty. So usually in a civil case, you want to say and be on the right side of things because it's easier too, because it's more nebulous. It's not as cut and dry as a criminal case where the risk of giving up one little fact could eliminate the shadow of doubt. In a civil case, it's very much subjective on the part of all the people involved as to whether or not you actually did everything in order all the way down. And so you can get deposed, and you really can't Fifth Amendment your way through a deposition. You could try, some people do, but it doesn't always work out for them. And in certain cases, your statement you don't give in the deposition could be further compelled by the judge. It's really hard. You have to be built of very certain stuff to be sitting near a judge, and the judge goes, I want to know the answer to the question. He asked this, and tell me exactly what you were doing on April 3rd. Like, Your Honor, counsel, come on. You know, like it goes crazy. Depositions are an exercise in endurance, by the way, too. They are 4 hours per session and can last for days, depending on how much information is there. And once you get deposed, it's a matter of public record. It's not, so you literally open the door to secrets. So Jon Del Arroz has he's, I guess, in his mind still, Schrodinger's wife beater, Schrodinger's child beater. But if you get deposed, you are going to be under oath, asked questions on camera, not even in the court yet, by Anthony's lawyer, who's going to have a stack of papers this thick next to him on his right side and is going to go through everything on Twitter. You use the platform Twitter, correct? Is this your Twitter handle? Is that your profile picture? Could you say yes for the camera? Yes or no? Please answer yes or no. Yes. You answer Fifth Amendment right there, you're done. What crime could you have been committing? Do these tweets right here, these look like tweets to you? Do you understand what a tweet is? There's a small message, a microblog message that are posted to the platform Twitter. Can you confirm you understand what those are? Yes. And you have made tweets before? Yes. And you make tweets underneath this profile, correct? Yes. And you're like, Tyler, that's boring. Tyler, that's not exciting. That's not bird law. No, it's not. It's law. It's fucking horrible. You know why I'm not a lawyer? It's not because I'm not qualified to do it mentally. It's because I talked to lawyers who told me not to go to law school because it sucks. I was going to go to law school, and then they're like, don't do it. And I didn't. I became a journalist, and now I'm a shitbag. You sit there forever. On August 2023, underneath your account, we have a record provided to us by, you tweeted, "Damn, women do talk too much, but sometimes you can teach them twice not to talk anymore." And you posted that with a picture of a woman with 2 black eyes. Can you confirm that that is the post that you made? I'm not sure. Do you not know if someone was in charge of your account? Have you lost access to your account? No, I've never lost access to my account before. So if this post was made to your account, this post was made by you? Yes, yes. So you made this post? The lawyer next to him is going to go, you have to say yes or plead the fifth. Do you know, like, that's what a deposition sounds like? Yes. Okay, if we keep going down here, you were engaging with somebody, a person named Carl Swindon. Is that what Carl Sargadavakar, isn't it? This person is, you understand, do you know this person? Can you identify him? He's in this picture. The picture goes here. They show the camera. Picture goes here. Yes. On, January 2015, this person was involved in like this. You tweeted out in support of him. Would you say that this tweet was made by you underneath his account? Yes. Would you say that this tweet in support of this individual suggests that you support this individual's motives in this tweet, which is, wow, too many brown people in South London today? Yes. You know what I mean? It's that relentlessly until the end. And it does not stop until they're fucking satisfied. And you pay for the privilege of having your lawyer there with you, or worse, you don't have a lawyer at your deposition, and you sit there and fuck it all up. And if the thing goes to court, they play that for the jury in full. I've been to court. I was in a fucking full state, federal fucking court, circuit court case, fucking murder one. And it was relentless. 11, 12, 13, 14-hour days, watching the videos start to finish, no commentary, rolling out literally rolling out the fucking TV for us to watch shit. Miserable. And that's your life is going to get peeled open like that. And everything that you have said Anthony could lie about you about is now going to become under scrutiny. You are going to get deposed if you say you didn't beat your kids on the kids you beat. They're going to ask you questions in your deposition about how you correct your children. They'll depose your children and have your children testify about how you treat them. Your ex-wife's testimony about you, they could depose your ex-wife. She's not married to you anymore, I'm assuming. And they could depose your ex-wife and have her be deposed against you and record her statements on your treatment of her. Your kids, people you know, babysitters, all of it is available. It's literally just a limit of how much money to spend. And the thing is if you fucking filed a libel lawsuit, you started proceedings. So you are more likely to be saddled with, hey, guess what? This is all your fault. And they had to spend a lot of their money to kick your ass. And fuck, in my opinion, as a sitting judge of 5 years, they kicked your fucking ass, man. And you have to pay for that ass kicking. Every fucking dime. And the bill is huge. Like, how big is it? Well, that's his lawyer took this on contingency, so he gets 40% and fees. Because Anthony can countersue you now. Because you technically, when you said he lied, now that he's been proven true, you libeled him by saying he lied. And tried to smear his reputation by engaging in a court case. Not going to go anywhere. But, like, maybe there's a settlement here. Or who the fuck knows where it's going to fucking go. Some lawyer like, that would never happen. Whatever. It's fucking bad. And here's the thing. Any lawyer that tells you there's a guarantee outcome is fucking with you. Lawyers never know. Especially if there's a fucking jury. Who the fuck knows? Maybe it will go your way. Never think it will. It always ends up going to settlement. It always ends up going to some sort of summary judgment type deal. And it's a gigantic waste of money. And if it's a libel suit, it's about the truth. So they get to ask you every fucking thing. I would be tripling down on stuff to say about you. I would say things, I don't know. I think he took money from Saudis maybe. Any possibly true thing just to see if we can get you deposed over it. Do you know what I mean? Like if fucking like Tim Pool was like, hey, I'm going to sue somebody for libel because they said I was taking Russian money and I'm a Russian asset. His bank account records can get fucking subpoenaed. His communications with people from outside of the country can get subpoenaed. You can go to his house and search his house more than likely for stuff. Like, it goes crazy. The stakes are fucking insane. Do not even fuck around about actually opening legal proceedings and then be like, well, I don't know. This guy who's a fucking ball washer in my comments section that keeps talking to Grok seems like he's got a point. Like, you are going to get fucked in half. You already lost against your wife. Do you want to lose against Anthony Gramuglia too? I can't. I'm so shocked by people saying this, bro. That's why I would love to see him tried. Like, dude, it would be fucking nuts. Oh, and he is associated with people who took money from Russia. You can push for anything, right? The courts can say, like, relevancy and all that sort of stuff. But, like, here's the thing. It's speech. It's why people don't fuck with it. Don't fuck with freedom of speech stuff in America, ever. They'll take you to hell. It sucks. A good explainer for it is the John Oliver one when they went to they got fucking slap suited by that one guy. Tim Pool would have to get OnlyFans. Tim Pool is pretty close to OnlyFans. He was taking his beanie off for money. Carl Benjamin of Swindon. Thank you. Fanatic, quick with it. Carl Benjamin, that's right. I got Carl of Swindon mixed up. Tyler admits he murdered Noah Driver. I killed him a little bit. Just tuning in, what's going on with Ant-Man. Anthony Gramuglia pissed off the fucking internet Nazis, and they're threatening him with lol suits, is pretty much the entirety of it. It is fucking hilarious. Oh, what's this? Yeah, this is what I pulled up. God, dude, this is like nut. You people are fucking crazy with this shit. The fucking endless up-socketed fucking reply chains. How does this... I get confused on how to read them half the time. This does not confirm guilt. All it confirms is that a restraining order was requested and the matter was serious enough for the court to hold a hearing. The restraining order, I'm pretty sure, was granted, considering it was, like, even without opening the stuff. I think Anthony said that... There might actually be court transcripts. I could ask for them. I don't know what the open records request laws are like for wherever that was, but you can FOIA documents on anything, and like DV court shit is open fucking season sometimes. Like people will say we can't give that to you, and then all of a sudden you'll get an email from an anonymous address that has all this shit in it. I don't believe he feels guilty for what he did. I believe he's angry. There's a record showing how awful he is. I mean, true. Still, why do you insist he's innocent? You're fucking desperate. Courts confirm whether or not you are guilty. No, they don't. So, courts don't confirm whether or not you're guilty. Judges can accept a sentence of guilty, or in certain types of trials, possibly declare you guilty of something. You can admit guilt. You can declare yourself guilty, but usually a trial by a jury of your peers is required. So, like, if you say I'm not guilty, then you're a fucking trial by a jury of your peers. So a jury declares you guilty or not guilty. Courts don't really find that. You know what I mean? Courts can uphold stuff and shit. I mean, you can say that the court found it, but really, like, when you look at what happened in there, it's a jury. But also, when it comes to a civil engagement, you can still say guilty. You can mince and piss around about whether or not guilty is the appropriate term outside of a criminal case to describe a legal proceeding. But if you're using that term in the common parlance as you did it and it was a bad thing and we know you did it, like it's confirmed that you did it, I don't think that there's a court on earth that would be like, wow, you really impugned the honor of this good man by saying a thing happened to him in civil court and he's guilty of it in a civil capacity. Like, yeah. You did it. Also, you have to just look up. There was a DV court hearing, so what the fuck happened there? We should look into it. I mean, I could do that. That's a little bit on script. I mean, if I have Jon Del Arroz as his real name, all you got to do is, and anyone can, figure out what court system it was, and then put in the appropriate records request for the entire thing, and just keep running it down until you have it all. And then just put it online. Like, that's all it is. Right? You're doxing him! He just revealed I didn't make my domestic violence petitions public record. Oh my God. Yeah, but am I wrong? Hold on a second. I don't believe he feels guilty. Based on yesterday's polite conversation. Oh, boo! You're not being polite to me. You're being impolite. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Suck it up. Fucking losers. I hate this. Wow, you're being very rude. I can immediately tell you're being bad faith. Yeah, I can immediately tell that you fucking spend a lot of time fucking hyperfixated on trains and girls that you can't get with, okay? Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck. It's fucking pussy penny ante shit. Oh, wow, you're being quite loud. You're being quite rude. Like, yeah, I don't fucking like you. What? Are like half of these are the most Euro-coded fucking pussy motherfuckers, I swear to God. Like, just like, why do these right-wingers act like you're having conversations on the internet on a fucking Victorian tennis court between two princes? Isn't it something to aspire to? Like, no, I don't want to act like some fucking namby-pamby powdered little fucking bitch ass. Stop that. Can you guys cut it out, please? For the love of God, can you stop being fucking mincing pussies? I feel like you all put on like little lace gloves before you tweet. Like, putting your fucking doilies down. My lord, I was speaking to somebody via Grok yesterday and they got quite rude. Shut the fuck up, bro. What in the fuck is this shit? I swear to God, it is like psychotic that you keep running into. Wow, that was pretty rude. That was pretty rude. Yes. Fuck, dude, I shut that shit down. Who the fuck was that? Oh, it was a fucking Brit. I can't even remember that fucking chick's name. It was during the Demon Mama shit. You guys remember what I'm talking about? I dog walked somebody's strongest soldier or some former Twitch poll personality dog walked. Everyone's like, oh, we really know that person. They're normally kind of cool. And then they came into my shit and it's just like, pop, 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 pop. You're being quite rude. I came in here like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, you walked into my fucking house, bitch. Who the fuck do you think you are? Why the fuck would I be polite? We're not even within fucking punching distance of each other. What the fuck do I get out of it? If you're gonna be polite to me, I don't even fucking like you. I don't need that from you. Give me something more. Send me $800 cash American right now, or prepare for me to call you a twat. You know what I mean? Like, shut the fuck up. It's amazing how oversensitive they are. It's fucking bonkers, bro. Especially considering the shit they fucking say. You know, they all of them got a fucking folder of like trans women going through surgery and fucking suicide yourself fucking pictures. And they're all about Bants and their little fucking in-jokes. And then you fucking make fun of one of their people and you're like, oh, I thought we were about body positivity here. This is against TOS. This is rude. Like, bro, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up. This is a back alley, sir. We are pissing behind trash cans. Where the fuck do you think you are right now? Vivian Wolf. Yeah. That debate was incredible. I can barely remember it. I think I just said, like, your fucking American accent sucks. Well, I wouldn't be surprised you think that, considering you are fairly dumb. Yes, but am I wrong? Well, yeah. Yes, you're also wrong. Why are you being fucking patient with this person? Because you don't seem to understand basic logic. You also know you're wrong, which makes arguing with you pointless because you don't give a shit. Yeah, but can you do more than make empty assertions? Assertion was full. You don't give a shit. Let me put it this way. One of us convinced a lot more people they're right, and it ain't you. Oh, no. Oh, you went to the views. Oh, fun, get fucked. Get ratioed. Get ratioed, loser. Oh, no. Ant said 4 like ratio. 4 like ratio, loser. Get fucking ratioed. Look up Jon Del Arroz's Lucario pics. Shut the fuck up, dude. No, I know Lucario is a Pokemon, right? Oh, no. I already have. You might not see it, but others have. You remind me of this guy. Oh, no, he's not that cool. Also, you seem quite obsessed with me, despite me having no clue who the fuck you are. The only victory over Ant is getting him to curse. I also won't remember you after I get bored of this back and forth. Why are you concerned about this? Fucking dude. Oh my god. Okay, you can't risk scrolling down on Twitter for too long. I'm hyper paranoid now. Especially now that Grok puts fucking shit. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Oh, there's more fucking Jon Del Arroz stuff here. Oh, hell yes. Try it, John. Let's see if it doesn't end your same way your pathetic grips on Twitter and or previous court tussles have. I've won every lawsuit I've been involved with, which has been 3 for the record. I don't know. It doesn't seem like you made out on the divorce and domestic violence thing. I mean, I could be misreading it. So much winning here. A publicly available restraining order filed against you. A settlement where you didn't even get what you want in the first place. And it's the secret third thing that may or may not even exist. Because you got nothing to be afraid of then. Libel. Dissolution with minor children. Yes. Literally libel. And he's a smack talker from behind a block. Ant is a pathetic drama monger with no talent, so he attacks people with talent who he's jealous of. I mean... Source on talent? What source? Officer, could I get a source? Officer, this Mr. Arroz has suggested that Anthony Gramuglia is attacking people with talent. He is the person that's being attacked, inferring he has the talent, but we have not seen the talent provided yet. Is it the Lucario picture? Is Jon Del Arroz a Lucario artist? Literal libel, and it's a case of your ex-wife seeking a restraining order with her kid. Wonder why. Oh man, the base Starscream guy is just Jon Del Arroz. Okay, is that what it is? Is this just a sock puppet? Who the fuck gives a shit? Do people lie? If the court held it means it's legal fact, and people can make their own conclusions. Like, yeah. And the fact that Ant brings my kids, who are literally sitting right here with me right now, and it is disgusting. But he doesn't understand that because he'll never have kids because he's genetic dead end. Which is why he really dedicates his life to being a loser on the internet. Dude, you are on the internet. You are getting 5 likes for this. Just because you have your kids with you doesn't mean you don't beat them. Dude, you got ratioed by a guy saying you beat your kids. How cooked can one man be? I mean, obviously, I've seen a picture of the dude, so he's got to get rotisserie. All right? He's got that... Jon Del Arroz has the coloration and build of a frozen Thanksgiving turkey, right? He got that butterball turkey overall shape with the little net lines and everything, and fucking. Imagine you'd be like, yeah, man, I don't know, Anthony's a loser on the internet, and then like the next thing is just you getting ratioed by an order of magnitude by a person that's just like, yeah, you beat your kids. God damn. I think probably the only thing that's saving Jon Del Arroz from being like a true DV fucking like bad guy is the fact that he's got little bitch hands. He probably can't fucking swing. He probably tried to beat his kids and lost. Jon Del Arroz is built like a guy that tries to whip his kid and then his kid sends Jon Del Arroz out for the switch. Like, nah, fuck that, Dad. You imagine you try to get a swat from old fucking bitch hand John. Bitch hands Johnny. Everybody, there's old bitch hands John. He tried to beat his kids and his kids beat him. Fucking go over. What's happening over at the Del Arroz house? Is he attacking his wife? Like, no, he's getting the fuck kicked out of him by a 10-year-old. It's crazy. Jon Del Arroz's own kids beating his ass like the fucking Christmas Story kid.
I told you I don't want green beans.
I want proof. Sue me for libel. I'm taking you to court. I need to know if Jon Del Arroz could stand up in a fight against a child. I don't know. That guy's got such weak looking fucking fingers. I don't know if he could tie a shoe. Like, oh my God. Lily and Gardevoir. What are you guys? Are you guys talking about fucking dark knowledge? It's an odd coincidence. JDA gets into Twitter arguments next to his kid because he gasses out too fast against the speed bag. He took 2 swipes at that little fuck. A kid dodged, and now fucking Jon Del Arroz is gassed out on the ground. Fucking piss running down his fucking leg into the carpet. Goddamn Anthony Gramuglia. They're talking about getting replaced by AI. Once upon a time, you would be stoked to have somebody like a fucking Jon Del Arroz there, but now you just have Grok. Like, what the fuck good is Jon Del Arroz now that you have Grok? Hey Grok, write me a fucking script. Dude, that would be such a good fucking video series. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I've commissioned a PNG tuber avatar, and we're going to be having some fun with it. A fucking hilariously stupid fucking idea for a series would be to make a villain or something and just do Grok, write me the Quarterings video script for today. Because that's all the fucking bounding into comics thing was. Once I figured that out 3 months into streaming in 2023. I was like, wait, this yet again. And then I would look up and whatever the person I was talking about in the moment, it'd be Asmongold, Rev Says Des, whoever the fuck. I would look that up and I was like, we'll go and look to see if this is on Jon Del Arroz's blog. And it was there before, and it was clearly fucking LLM model grade writing. And it was just made up shit. 9 times out of 10. JDA has a lot of interesting Lucario art favorited. Oh, God. Oh, no. Jon Del Arroz. Lucario art. Okay, nothing can come up on my screen. What? That's got to be a hack, right? Warhorse Studio founder Danielle Vaudra goes full scorched earth on Jon Del Arroz. Hail Yif Master at Edwin the Ace. Hashtag war campaign. Hashtag alt furry. I'm sorry, what? Is he a fucking Nazi furry? Is What revelation is this? I'm sorry. I thought it was just gonna be pornography. I didn't realize that I was going to see some sort of romantic inclination and the word yif. We're not going down the rabbit hole. I'm watching from. I gotta get my fucking. Where's my? I gotta get my fucking Dr. Insano's on. Protect me. At least if I see something, the entire red spectrum will be cut out of it. Okay, that's an important part. We're monochromizing. What the fuck? Gunnar Gate furry exposed. I heart Lucaria booty. Do you tolerate the promotion? Please don't forget that Edwin the Ace and Jingoistic Pig want some of that fine piece of Lucario ass. Oh my god. How is this thumbnail street legal? I know it's not the best content. I'm reacting from a distance. Oh, I've got to save that. But what in the fuck? Oh no. How? On Maine? Bro. on Maine? God damn it, dude. What in the fuck? How? I'm not getting it. Unironically, I don't know how someone got away with that YouTube thumbnail. It's barely covered up graphic Pokemon pornography. I don't. Okay, we'll save that one. We'll save that. Shadiversity Nunchucks. Jon Del Arroz. My brain just said Lucaria hole. And that's not correct. That's not good. That's not healthy to say. We'll save that. I think I'm going to wrap this segment up now because I don't want to continue it. In closing, right-wingers are cringe, and the right-wing culture war grift is coming to a rapid end, at least in its current form. There's always going to be something. But, like, I don't know where the fuck they're going to go from this. There's no consensus anymore because, you know, it's Gooners versus Christians. It's people that like stuff versus people that never really liked it. I can't remember. Was that Gramuglia? Was that you or was that somebody else? Just posted a video that's just like, Ben Shapiro has clearly never read a comic book, and we have no idea why he's talking about Superman, which is like the case. Do you know what I mean? Like at some point, the kind of people who actually are right wing and then also benefit from the right wing getting stronger and then are also fans of this kind of media is actually like a fucking infinitesimally small subsection, right? Very, very loud because they're getting fucking crushed out of the existence, but like they suck. And it's getting smaller, the kind of person that can be there, right? There might be a bunch of people who are like, I'm cool with Gamergate. I don't want more woke comic book characters because it seems like it's dog shit. But like that larger subsection from the mid 2010s, most of them are either grown up or it's just like, dude, I'm getting really diminished returns from having the quartering make millions being irritating about movies I don't care about. You know what I mean? Also, it seems that like all of you guys don't care about comics anymore and you're mostly concerned about the presidency and how Donald Trump is going to go into the White House and make the Punisher good again. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Why did the president make the Punisher good? The Punisher's outside of the law. You know, like just like small questions of this stuff. And the amount of people who are like clearly not fans of stuff and the amount of targets left for people to go like, hey, look, there's our Anita Sarkeesian of the moment or whatever, are getting, it's a target poor environment. Back in the day, 2015, whatever the version of an Anthony Gramuglia size creator was on YouTube, which would have been not like Anita Sarkeesian, but some other type, like, you know, some 6-tier down knockoff, would have probably gotten outrageously pissed at fucking JDA and like, you know, Huffy and people would have turned that into whatever, even if they were right, and it would have been like, oh look, yeah, maybe they're right, but they're kind of fucking cringe about how they go about it. But now it's like, no, you just get Anthony Gramuglia, and he's just like, you're fucking stupid, and also you beat your kids. Like, what the fuck? Based. That was fucking cool. How the fuck? I didn't know you could do that. Like, people on my side of the aisle that like arts and stuff, even the more chill ones, people that are like of a more calm disposition, I guess you would say, and less into the street fight aspect, like Jack Saint, are still just like, nah, and like just clocking people, just fucking clocking them. Whereas like back in the day, it's just like the resistance. I think it's just a societal white blood cell count is going up relative to these fucking grifto fascists. I mean, it's obviously a grift. It's like, if you just fucking hate black people and gay people, like, I get it. You know, you're just making that bad, but you're gonna have diminishing returns because no one wants to be around you. You know what I'm saying? Because the content's not good. You can say all you want about fucking whatever that ism. What's that guy's name? Somebody's about to start telling me. The black dude that makes the comics. I saw the ism comic, and it was not good. It's a bad comic. It looked like shit. It wasn't interesting. There's like a little bit of good art here and there. You got the Mark S. Miller, right? Whoever's making Shadiversity's comic, he's not a very good artist. I mean, he can draw a bit, but like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not looking at it and going like, wow, this is something I haven't seen 30 years ago. Like if you have an art style that looks like some shit I read in a better comic and you're not doing anything great with the story, I don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Like sharp lines and using your crow quill fucking for ink, I don't fucking care. I read comics all the time. I read anime comics. They're fucking lapping people with fucking anatomy and like cool scenes. Your comic, if it's an indie release, is still competing against pro releases with shit that I read. So if you're writing an action comic and you can't rise to the level of the worst splash page in any single issue of Sakamoto Days, then I don't care. And that's sort of the point. Like these guys just fucking suck, and the content's not there. Fucking Grums is making a video game. It looks like shit. Grums is a weirdo pervert. He spent all of his fucking money on sex cameras. You know? Asmongold doesn't actually have any of his own teeth. He has a decaying body from it falling apart. Like, I think most of his fans are fans of his because it's a novelty and there's nowhere else to go. You know what I mean? Rev Says Des is a pedophile. Nux Taku is a pedophile. Mutahar is a series of gay jokes wrapped up in a fake engineering degree. Who do we have after that? Like, we're like it when I was like 10 years younger and it was like Gamergate now, Gamergate today. Everybody was in it, and there was a lot of talented people. Do you remember Chris Raygun? He's changed his tune on it now. He still hangs out with some black guy, that's his name, who I watched. Some black guy tried to do griftofascism and then kind of got repelled because he is still black. He's a black guy, so it's not good to do that kind of content. But he was a pretty solid guitarist. Chris Raygun made his little songs. No one makes songs anymore. It's a fucking bunch of grok idiots putting stuff out. It's like, oh, look, dude, I made a song about gay fat women. Like, if you're gay and fat, don't be in my video game. Only girls with fat tits in my video game. Like, what the fuck is this? This shit sucked. Fucking Chris Raygun living in perpetual shame of come be PC. Come be PC. You can get triggered. Something taken from me. You remember he made a whole cartoon about like SJWs and then like got flipped out. Like Filthy Frank did skits constantly. And he was like a racist. I mean, I can't really get over he was a racist. Joji was racist as fuck, right? The thing on his wall just said the N-word in Japanese that was behind him. Like, that was the joke, is that he was racist. We all forgot about that. That's why he was hanging out with iDubbbz. N-word, F-word, I'm gay, Joji, all in the same place. Why? Shared love of edgy racist comedy, right? But, like, at least they made stuff. And now they're like, shit, you shouldn't have made money like that. I want to move on from it forever, and I'm deeply ashamed of it, which is okay, cool, too, whatever. So now there's a gap that people want to fill with somebody to be a racist or a bigot or a fucking moron, and people will fill it, but it's like the quartering. Like, we traded in like a Chris Raygun for like a quartering. You know what I mean? Like once upon a time, Chris Raygun, despite his flaws, of which there are billions, the first and foremost is that he's fucking short. I feel like he watches small YouTubers, so I'm fucking making fun of him. Yeah, he's actually like, he looks like he's in shape. Do you know what I mean? Like he's like, I think 5'2" and weighs 110 pounds. But like, he's like in shape. He's like, he's a comely guy to look at. Like, comely's bad. He's a handsome fella. He sings, he dances, right? He does skits. He's got his little voice. He bounces around and shit. Now as you get his fucking quartering, fucking slopping around, pissing in his basement, Asmongold doesn't brush his teeth. The most pleasing to look at, or the least repugnant, I should say, to look at, is a guy who's a pedophile with a little girl avatar. You guys are so washed, bro. Like, oh, they got so many numbers. You're jealous, bro. I would brush my teeth before I ever became Asmongold. You could be Asmongold and have all of Asmongold's money and connections, or you could brush your teeth twice today. I'll brush my teeth, motherfucker. I'll brush them a third time. I'll gargle with fucking mouthwash. I will floss. God damn. Lacey Green, dude. God damn, there's a fucking name. Arahi super chatted 10 euros. I think Gamergate 2 died in the crib for a bunch of reasons, not least of all that a lot of the rage is directed against corporations. Just look at how popular Stop Killing Games became. Yeah, it was very anti-corporate, which you can't, it doesn't mesh. There was no, the first Gamergate worked because, and this other segment's over. Jesus Christ. The first Gamergate worked because basically a bunch of right-wingers managed to curtail or crib, or however you want to say it. They managed to fucking lasso, right? And like pro-consumer, anti-corporate sentiment from the first Gamergate. The first Gamergate had more grievances regarding it than what eventually became like the focus, right? Like people didn't like the whole journalism horse shit, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Zoe Quinn, whatever the fuck, whoever the fuck that was. I don't care. I don't even want to be corrected. I didn't give a shit then, and I refuse to know all the lore now. That was an issue, but most of the support for being irritated with that was because people were pissed at game companies. Because in the mid-2010s, games had started the massive decline of the AAA sphere that continues to this day. We were still pissed as fuck in 2015 about Modern Warfare 2, the first Modern Warfare 2 that had come out, and then Modern Warfare 3, and then there was like 2 blops, I think, by then. And they were fucking boring rehashes, and like a million fucking NFL games and all this sort of stuff. And then you started getting DRMs from then, and Always On games started around then. And there was a lot of anti-corporate sentiment around video games. And it came to a head, sort of, when people were talking about bad games journalism relative to these AAA developers, because that was an actual issue. There were people that would give from these games journalist places, Kotaku and Game Informer, and maybe not EGM, because EGM was too base before they shut down, but they would give like 10s to games that were broken, right? They would give like as low as a 7 tops to games that didn't even fucking turn on. Like a boring rehash, and it'd always be this like a new great installment from EA. Thank God. I just really want to go and fucking Todd, fucking please give me more Skyrim, Todd, give me more Skyrim, Mr. Howard. And so like that was a whole thing. I'm not saying this justifies anything that happened during Gamergate, but those sentiments were there, and they still exist today. And basically, when that thing popped off, they managed to turn this like anti-corporate sentiment for basically rigging the game against fucking gamers, people who played video games, not just people who are racist with headsets. They managed to flip it from that to like women in video games are trying to distract from the real issue. We're going to hyper fixate on it, so we're doing you a favor by shutting these people up who want to talk about things that don't matter, like misogyny and racism and accessibility issues or some shit, whatever the fuck they were talking, whatever Anita Sarkeesian video, instead of no DRM and DLC is actually downloadable, and it's also content, and also games have length, and also games work and they are good and functional and shit. And so they turned into that, and people gave it a lot of credence because there were a lot of grifters showing up around then because of like the post-channel awesome, I guess, collapse, boom, implosion, explosion, whatever, where people are like, I can talk about fucking popular culture shit, and if I can find my niche, I can make $1 million fucking dollars in a year off this dog shit ad system YouTube has, where they give you money for doing anything that gets clicks. And so these people would fucking get in there and get on and fucking start shit talking, blah, 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 blah. And there was just a ton of grifters. And they were just around, right? And they were irritating, and they were independent and alone and not really capable of doing any damage. That got taken advantage of by right-wing grifters who were actually part of oil oligarchy controlled media exchange systems that were trying to find and inroads to control the last fucking frontier of information exchange that wasn't controlled by the fucking Murdochs and like 10 other fucking families, and get on the internet. And that's where you have your Daily Wire and shit. Fucking, if you look at the original Ben Shapiro videos, it's slop tube shit. Raw slop tube, big red letters, fucking Ben Shapiro fist fucks red-haired SJW into becoming straight again or whatever the fuck. Psychotic fucking titles were, but it was in... Slop on YouTube these days is nothing compared to what it was in the mid-2010s. I stopped using YouTube, really. Like, I didn't engage with the creators. The last YouTuber I watched, basically, reliably, on YouTube in 2010s was Dom Mazzetti. Because Dom Mazzetti was at the gym. Fucking bro knowledge with me, Dom Mazzetti. People will tell you to count your carbs, which you're not going to do because you don't know how to count. 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, 4 plate. I broke my arms. I don't know where I'm going to go on tonight's date. I do know. The hospital. Like, what the fuck? Dom Mazzetti, baby. Fucking, yeah. Okay, this is good shit. The era before that was like skits. Remember skits and video game trailers and like bric-a-brac. And then the actual slop era of YouTube was like the mid-2010s. That shit was trash. It was Elsa, frozen Elsa, shitting on a pizza, garbage. Fucking Philip DeFranco was like one of the most reasonably creators. H3H3 came from that shit. It was just trash all the time. Slop. And it was impossible to parse. Do you know what I mean? You never knew what you were going to pick. It was the fucking clickbait era before that started getting punished. So you would have videos that just had thumbnails that were inaccurate, wrong, or purposefully misleading. So like, unironically, in a fucking landscape where a lot of liberal left of center talking points were controlled by places like BuzzFeed and HuffPo, which were known peddlers of clickbait, white guilt content, right? Like man-spreading, the BuzzFeed man-spreading thing. Which you can talk like, look back like, oh, was that bad stuff? It was just fucking cringe. Because it would be like, you'd see that thing, by the way, you see that video like on in Reeth, but they would have that shit like 50 different places. And you'd be like, wow, this video really showing. Does this video really show what it's like to be a woman in New York City today? And then you click it, and it's the fucking man-spreading video. And then like 2 fucking sentences about like what man-spreading is and why it makes it hard for women. And then you look at another video and you're like, wow, this Subway challenge shows why men are fucking no good. And you're like, what the fuck is this? And you click on it, and it's the same fucking video. It's the man-spreading video again. But with another 2 sentences like, wow, men are man-spreading. Do you sit with your legs too far apart? Take our 10-part quiz to find out. Like, what in the fuck is this? And you go look at another video on a different fucking site, right? And then that was the old React slop. React slop was just raw theft, right? Jinxie type shit. And it would be like, wow, is this the way that America's going, right? And it would be like a guy and he's got his legs spread all the way apart, like trying to like photo edited to do splits or something on 2. Like, could I do this splits challenge and put these women in their place? You're like, what the fuck? And it's the guy and he goes, wow, this is crazy. And the dude will watch the fucking man-spreading video. You couldn't get away from it. It was insane in the mid-2010s. YouTube was so bad. It was so dog shit. Everyone was shocked people were making money off it because it was so bad. Everything is cake? No, everything is the same 8 fucking videos in 2016 and like over and over again. And then like maybe like a retrospective or something. It was so fucking stupid. So when anyone came along that they were like, yeah, here's my video, and it's just you click on it and someone says like, wow, I really hate this current content sphere and these people are irritating. You're like, yes, they are. That's it. Like I listen to fucking Sargon of Akkad videos, Jim Medicare videos, Count Dankula. I listen to a bunch of them. It's like, you fell down the alt-right pipeline. It's like, no, there was a bunch of irritating cunts on the fucking internet and they made fun of them. And that's it. I just wanted, I was fucking sick of these fucking HuffPost, fucking Huffington Post, not actually a news site at the time, by the way. I know it turned into that to some degree and that's what people think of it as now. At the time, it was just BuzzFeed with a green filter. That's it. And BuzzFeed shit, top 21 reasons why Mario is a misogynist. And like, so like on one side, I got like, hey, all this shit is trash content. These people are stupid and they're getting in the way of the good conversation. They were right relative to those talking points. That's why fascism is fucking like attractive, because they'll be right about the actual problem. Their solution is like fucking gay people being a little too gay, women being a little too having jobs. Like, what the fuck is this? God damn it. Like, I'm stuck between, I don't know, a Nazi and a fucking irritating place. Where they're like, fuck this shit. I'm fucking out, right? And then you have the actual gamer gators and stuff spreading like wildfire along the same vector routes as My Little Pony, and they're fucking irritating as shit too. Like the most gossipy, bothersome, self-serious cunts I've ever seen in my fucking life are the Gamergate guys. To the point where I was just like, dude, I'm done with the internet. I can't take it. I'll go watch something normal, like fucking the Joe Rogan Experience. Something non-political. Like fucking Joe Rogan in 2015. Because it was. Fucking some of the oldest Joe Rogan shit I remember. I remember him talking to the fucking cop. There's a guy who's a former cop and talking about what it's like being a cop, but like he was a fucking guy. And he talked to a criminal. Joey Diaz would be like, oh, fuck Joe. I fucking got high the other day. I got high the other day, Joe. You got high the other day? Joe, I got so fucking high. I took a shit, Joey. And it wasn't even a toilet. I was shitting in a pizza parlor on 6th and Main. I tell you what, I was like, oh my God, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. I'm a fucking animal, Joe. I'm a fucking animal. 1972, Joey. I was out there, man. It was me, 6 guys, 2 of them. One of the guys' name was Greasy, cleanest guy you ever saw. And we went out there, you know, I'm a Cuban kid, I'm an immigrant, I work hard. I was working hard, but I was also getting that shit. I was on that shit, Joe. Coked up. Give me some more, Joey. I'll break it into cars. I broke into one car. I stole a teddy bear from a little girl. Turns out she was a grown woman. The teddy bear was a bomb. I almost lost an arm. Wow, that's a real story that definitely happened, Joey. It really happened. People told me it didn't, but it did. Hey, Bert Kreischer, this is a good back and forth they've got going on. Would you like to ruin it? Of course, yeah. God damn it. Scarce, shoe on head. What are you guys saying? I think people are also just abusing it to farm cloud without even responding to it. Remember video response? YouTube removed that feature for some reason. That shit was great. People was like, if you don't like it, bro, that's what TikTok is, and it makes TikTok worth using. BuzzFeed owes us reparations for spawning an entire subculture of weird freaks. It is true. The stream notice never rings for me. It's obviously a racism. True. Against me. BuzzFeed and that stuff made me suppress being trans because it made me cringe at gays too much. I've said this about Anita Sarkeesian. I don't know if she's okay or whatever now. I'd have to talk to the person. I'd have to like grill her before I gave her an out. Because I reviewed her content, and there's something about like Anita Sarkeesian was the fucking brewed in a lab to be the worst possible advocate for women's issues in games. Like the worst possible advocate. Not that I have to say it every fucking 3 months. Not that she deserved any fucking harassment or that the harassment accomplished fucking anything against her other than making her a bunch of money. But like brewed in a lab levels of like, if I was going to be a racist on the internet for like to promote racism and misogyny through like talking about video games and women near them, I would die for Anita Sarkeesian to be my opponent, because that would be the best day ever. Almost every other fucking woman online that I can think of that's like remotely close to these spheres, no. Sarah Zed, no. Jenny Nichols, no. Mars Girl, no. Fucking Obscurus Lupa. I know I'm playing with the devil naming channel awesome people I haven't kept up with. No. Fucking Lindsay Ellis, no. ContraPoints, no. Like none of them would be good. It's to the point where it's actually, when I rack my brains trying to think about women on the internet that would have as much trouble talking about feminism and video games at the same time and then still pursue that as a career line. It is only Anita Sarkeesian at the fucking epicenter of that. Because like, that's the other thing, is like, I was on Channel Awesome. I watched a fuckload of female creators. I can't even remember all their names, or if they're all considered female by their self-defining today, then, or otherwise. But like, they all would talk about geek shit and they knew it inside out. Like, if you're gonna watch some fucking random Channel Awesome girl talking about fucking, she's like, I'm gonna tell you about shoujo today. She's not gonna just like bubble and giggle about shoujo. She's gonna give you a fucking 2.5 hour breakdown of Fruits Basket, and you're gonna go, I don't know why I watched this. I am drunk at 2 in the afternoon on a Sunday, and that's probably a problem. But I know a lot about Fruits Basket now. First off, that it exists. Do you know what I mean? Like they were all hyper competent after Anita Sarkeesian. Tons of hyper competent women regarding video games and feminism, right? Usually the ones that are bad on feminism are anti-feminists. Do you know what I mean? Like they're like maybe at best like an asshole turf. But I don't like it. It just seems illogical to me that would just happen. And then also Anita got that fucking big. It's weird. It seems engineered to some degree. Brianna Wu is definitely the one who ended up being everyone's enemy. Well, yeah, I guess Brianna Wu is wrong about everything. Also, Brianna Wu is anti-feminist. Brianna Wu, if Brianna Wu says that she is for anything, it is almost a guarantee she's an advocate against it. Fuck. Oh my God. Everything except for Brianna Wu itself, or herself. The concept of Brianna Wu. For you not liking Fruits Basket, you always be talking about it. Because I don't like it. It's just got a funny name. What do I got to talk about? We can talk about real shoujo for fucking girls, boys stuff for girls. Fucking, we start talking about X. Isn't Brianna Wu a turbo Zionist now? Yes. The Zionists are the only people that like Brianna Wu. Only tolerable individuals. What Brianna Wu actually is anti other trans women. Brianna Wu fucking hates trans women. Hates them to death. I have evidence of this. Beckett from Cope and Sieve took money from Brianna Wu to make hit pieces on trans women and to research hit pieces for other people to read out on trans women, which is why it's so crazy that big ContraPoints explosion happened. And it just so happened that people that are affiliated with Beckett happen to be referenced in those videos about ContraPoints. It's like crazy. It's like one step away. And all of a sudden we have a big ContraPoints thing. And then that's fucking Brianna Wu hates other trans women. Hates them. Brianna Wu is the only good person that's ever been good at being trans. And any trans woman that's not just like, wow, Brianna Wu is the only trans person I want to be because she's the only good trans person, is like an enemy to her. And she'll do anything in her life to fucking kill that person. Like, pay for hit pieces behind the scenes, slander them, libel them, lie about them, make fun of them on the internet, fucking transvestigate them. She's a fucking bitch when it comes to fucking trans medicalism and trans medicalist takes, all that fucking shit. She's a fucking animal, dude. Fuck, full bore, high test, max gassed out bitch. Fuck that motherfucker. But is Brianna Wu actually trans? I thought it was a rumor. It was. The Dead Domain video is perfect. Not according to harmful opinions would say that otherwise. Yeah. I didn't know Brianna Wu was trans. I was just like, I didn't give a fuck. And then like, it wasn't until it became like politically expedient for her to be that it became a major part of her personality. Now she's very much like visibly trans in every comment, you know what I mean? To the deficit of all trans women. Even I guess herself. Well, I mean, what kind of question is that? Please don't be weird. No, it's actually legit. I did not know Brianna Wu was trans either until like last year when I actually looked into her. Brianna Wu, I've been hearing that name since Gamergate. Brianna Wu goes back 10 years, you know what I mean? Or more. I mean, I guess the person's been alive for forever. But like, I was hearing about Brianna Wu, and I thought it was some woman of East Asian descent who Gamergate people hated. My first big surprise with Brianna Wu was finding out she was fucking white. I didn't know Brianna Wu was white until 2024. Okay, like, so if people are like, I didn't know. I mean, I guess if you're like trying to be a dick about it, fair. But like, I gotta, in my defense and that chatter's defense, I didn't know or care to find out, or like I wasn't concerned and the information wasn't being passed around until like last year. And like I didn't clock Brianna Wu. Like nor would I have tried to. You know what I mean? Like, that would have been a fucking crazy thing to say. She just existed, and then like I think if you actually look back through the channel history, you can probably find the moment where someone's like, it's like she's a trans person. I was like, what? Don't say that. I think I literally said like, don't just fucking don't be weird about people. You know what I mean? Like don't transvestigate in my fucking chat. But then it was like, no, she is. Did you not know that? And I was like, no, I didn't. What why? First, I don't care about Brianna Wu. Like they don't have good takes, but also like her enemies generally have been mine. And so like if they say things, I just ignore it because I don't want to hear it because I don't fucking care. And that's it. And so like I didn't know anything about them until they started coming up again and again and again after Israel Palestine, because that's how they were trying to like maneuver their control. And then they were a big part of progressive, or she was a big part of progressive victory too. The they in my mind was the people that were talking about her. I got it mixed up in my head. Her husband is Asian, I think. Yes, he's Mr. Wu. Everyone's first surprise with Brianna Wu is that she's white. Yes. And I think it's because also one of the other, I don't know what I just said, Zoe Quinn, probably not. I think there was a woman who is a woman of East Asian descent, and visibly so, who was a part of the Gamergate thing. And like, it would come up, I would ignore the shit because they'd be like, oh, we're getting into Gamergate again. And you know, like names are said, faces flash up on a screen, but I'm like, click, buy. Or like, you know, fucking surfing through even like 4chan or something. You're on like Vidya. Like, dude, I'm trying to fucking, I need wall exploits for fucking Rainbow Six Siege. I'm not trying to hear about your fucking politics. Can you cut it out? Scroll. So like through osmosis, you like learn people's names and stuff. And I thought that there was some other woman who is a woman of, you know, East Asian descent who looks like that, who was Wu. Like her last name would be Wu. You know what I mean? And then like I find out that Brianna Wu is this fucking thin-headed white chick. I'm like, who the fuck is that? It might have even been, I was like, who is in this picture I'm looking at? People are like, that's Brianna Wu. And I'm like, she's white? What the fuck? What are you fucking talking about? I quite literally bumped into Brianna Wu in a women's bathroom and didn't know she was trans until Dead Domain teased her expose. Yeah, not that Dead Domain outed her or anything. Like, it's been well known, I guess, for people that give a shit. Anybody that would be mean to Brianna Wu about being trans is already known for fucking a decade. I mean, they've been transvestigating her since before that word was coined. You know what I mean? Now she's visibly trans to the deficit of all trans women is the most accurate shit. She's 6'2", which is really all she has going for her. Damn. Almost my height. Anita Sarkeesian might be a TERF. I wouldn't be surprised by that. That would not be, not to guess, but just like she has she has a TERFishness to her. Brianna Wu denied being trans for years and years, even though everyone knew. I think I've heard that too. That's the case. She'd be a real trans medicalist for a piece of shit with a botched VFS. What the fuck? I don't know what the hell that means. I think I was not supposed to read that out loud. Also, for Shoujo, Boys Over Flowers for Anthony Gramuglia. Is that the name of a show, or is that... I don't know what the fuck that means. I don't watch Shoujo shit. It's too like girlish for me, and not like I'm a man. Do you know what I mean? I feel very like I'm imposing on a different space. There's some stuff relative to shoujo. Magic Knight Ray Earth. Am I saying that right? What clamp? Clamp shit. Clamp is about as close as I get to any shoujo stuff. in general, right? And that like, but like Card Captor Sakura stuff, even when I was a kid, to like, I was like, something about that is not for me. Like, I just can't identify with the things that are happening, and I also feel like I'm not supposed to be here. Do you know what I mean? Like I walked into someone else's church, like, and everyone turned and looked at me like, this is not me. It's not like an exterior thing. It's like I feel like no, and then it just doesn't click. You know what I'm saying? Like shonen stuff does less and less so every year. I'm sad to say. I think it's because the shonen is declining in quality because it's becoming too samey. Although apparently this new Gachimuka, whatever the fuck it's called, Gamachukia, Goobity, the whatever the fuck, the new shit that's on Crunchyroll is apparently pretty good. Dan to Dan's great, if a little fucking Japanese at times, but like it just looks fucking good. Sakamoto Days is fucking awesome. Kagurabashi, Bachi Bros, we winning, good. JJK, okay. One Piece is all right. I know it's like the soup du jour. It's like good, but it's also too fucking long. It needs to end. I'm done with it. Is Escaflowne shoujo? Escaflowne is the next thing after shoujo, but it would be put in there. It would be filed with shoujo, but it's the so like on the other side you have shonen and seinen, right? For like adult male stuff, but seinen can be gender neutrally, like just like violent like everybody, but like gangster type stuff. There's another one. Shoujo is very much like little girl type stuff, right? Not like for like little girl, whatever, but like it's definitely like hyper focused for girls that are like underneath the ages of 12. Hyper appropriate for girls under the age of 12 and anyone who wants to see that kind of content. You know what I mean? Like in a general sense. And then there's another one right over the top of there, that layer that has a word for it. That's Escaflowne. Which, so like Sailor Moon is not really shoujo, even though it's a magical girl anime. It's that thing from what I remember, but like it's hard to classify. Whereas shonen is a much longer age group to like right about 18. Jose, there you go. Thank you. See, I knew there was a word for it. I was like, please God, don't let me be making stuff up. Jose. Basara and Seven Seeds are amazing and men love them. They give them a chance. Dude, the fucking best shit out right now is fucking Golden Kamuy. It's not even out. It's done. Go read Golden Kamuy. Josei adult romance manga are fascinating. Stuff like Nana is pretty good. No, it needs to go on until Oda beats Shakespeare. Is he not already? People actually bullied me into getting back into working out. No money for a gym membership, but I'm doing small little workouts at home until I get a job. Based. Take care of yourself so you can take care of other people. I had hopes for Kaiju number 8 let down. Kaiju number 8 failed my basic test. I've been watching fucking Hunter x Hunter again. One of my favorite things about that goddamn show is that piece of shit clown Hisoka. Just because he's doesn't give a fuck about rules for certain things. His Nen personality type test is just like giving me ideas for different types of things to just bypass, because it's a test that works except for when it doesn't. My thing for anime now, if in the anime description it says everybody in the town of X was okay until one day fucking portals opened and everything changed, I don't even watch it. Not even the first episode. I can't. I don't fuck with it. Because that's like a standard story trope, right? A stranger comes to town. It's like one of the two types of things that you can use to initiate a story. Go on a journey, someone comes to town. Maybe a mix of both. So it's like you don't have anything to say about your manga aside from one day shit wasn't happening and then things started to happen. If that occurs, I ignore it. Almost 9 times out of 10, if I see, and this is, if it's all as X was a normal high school student until one day he discovered the ability to do blah, 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 blah. And the next thing you know, something, or someone attacked and he discovered he had the ability to I don't even watch the first episode. I don't even give it a chance. Like, I ignore it, and I have to get 500 fucking recommendations from other people to even try it out. I don't have enough time. I'm still working on getting started on a manga series, the name of which I can't even say out loud. And I'm surprised I haven't seen a lot more videos on it yet. Peak Golden Kamuy mentioned. Golden Kamuy tops. Golden Kamuy best. Doesn't solo leveling have that description? Also, if it is just an isekai at all, I don't give it the time of day. No isekai. No isekai, period. Unless I've already started it and it's ongoing, I don't even click. I cannot reward people with a 3-episode viewing. I am not fuck Jeff Thu. Fuck Mother's Basement. I'm trying to say who is that? Who the fuck? Maybe fucking Gramuglia knows if he's still in here. Who the fuck is that Canadian anime guy that does all of his reviews dressed up with he's wearing a fucking high school band jacket. Bro, I follow him on YouTube. I don't get any of his updates anymore. YouTube's just like, hey, would you like to hear about a pedophile in the art commentary community today? No, thank you. I'm good. Would you like to hear about that same pedophile? I'm going to ask you this 6 more times. No, I'm good, actually. I'm fine. Would you like to hear about somebody fucking up reporting on that pedophile? You got me to mouse over, but I'm not going to click yet. And then like 3 more. It's like, okay, so the people that fucked up reporting on that pedophile, one of them is also a pedophile. People called him out. And those people are also a pedophile now. Okay, how the fuck is that even possible? I'll click. Fine, YouTube. YouTube, glass reflection. Thank you. Frost Aegis got it. Boom. Yes. No, I already said Mother's Basement. That's Jeff Thu. I'm Jeff Thu, and this is Mother's Basement. You know Jeff Thu's taller than me? He's like 8 feet tall. 6 feet, 8 inches tall. Crazy. He was pretty cool to me one time. Based. Utena, I feel like I've seen like 5 or 6 episodes of Utena, and I can't remember a single one of them from like high school. Don't hate isekai, just hate shonen isekai. I mean, it's not even like isekai. There's like 2 different types of isekai now. There's like Escaflowne, you know, is an isekai. Monster Rancher. Remember Monster Rancher? Isekai, right? Crazy to think about. Inuyasha? Isekai. That's a there. Here you go, Anthony. Actually, Gramuglia probably has a video on that. Answer one of the most important questions that's ever been asked. Is Inuyasha an isekai? Got fucking 2 ladies in that call trying to fucking rip your throat out. Whatever happened to that one anime YouTuber for Neverworld? Don't know him. The anime YouTuber sphere is like very broad. It doesn't seem like they're always hanging out with each other. Glass Reflection, I remember, partnered up with a bunch of people. Gigguk is like done. You guys remember when Gigguk started? I remember the first Gigguk videos. I remember I watched Gigguk videos that had 1,000 views. Because if you probably look through my channel history, there's probably a thing, me making fun of Gigguk for being an obvious 0 punctuation ripoff, and then I stuck with it. Because I was like, fuck it. I was watching Gigguk in like 2010. I remember when Gigguk had to put a video out on Mr. Anime killing somebody. Because remember when Mr. Anime murdering someone was the big moment of the year? Fucking, our commentary used to mean something. Mr. Anime fucking shot some lady. Shot himself? I can't remember what the fuck happened, actually. What's wrong with the art commentary community, and why does YouTube want me to learn about it so much? So strange. I don't know. I can't tell how big it is. That's the weird thing. Like, you know when you're playing a game... I gotta start wrapping this shit up. You know when you're playing like a video game that's like an exploration game, and then you keep seeing like one like environment, but like it touches every environment somehow, and you're like, oh fuck, is this like an end stage area? Because I can't tell how big it is. It just seems to like snake out everywhere. The most interesting thing about art commentary is I can't get away from it. Art commentary drama sneaks into other places. When the first time I ever talked about fucking Anthony Gramuglia, I didn't even realize I was art commentary adjacent. I was just brought it up because I heard like a side thing of a side thing of a side thing, and it was funny. I thought Ant had nothing to do with the areas I was hanging out in. I'm dead fucking serious. I thought they were all completely different. It's like, no, this is the art commentary community thing, jar and all that stuff. What? Going to fucking GunTube and stuff, and there'll be GunTubers that have opinions on art commentary people. Like, it's fucking, they're fucking everywhere. They're a fucking virus, dude. I swear to God. Here's the thing. I don't know who a good art commentary person is. I don't even know if they have them because I've never like engaged with their content via it being their content. I've never fucking started watching a art commentary YouTuber before the accusations. Every time I've been introduced to an art commentary YouTuber, it's always just like, hey, pedophile. Introducing the most cringe rapist to ever draw My Little Pony. I'm not speaking about anyone specifically. I'm just saying I'm doing word association. Okay. So today's video, I know most people out there like to drive cars. This guy thinks he is a car. We're talking about Caro, one of the art commentary community's darkest figures. Starting off on YouTube in 2003, always somehow the oldest YouTube account you've ever heard of in your fucking life, Caro rose to prominence with his Let's Plays of very popular games from Mexico, including Doki Doki Heartbreak Hotel and fucking Mi Esposa No Es Sucre. Fuck. No es en escuela. But eventually, he gained a massive audience when he called out Dirk McGurk, the one-time head of the art commentary community and a great artist who disappeared under mysterious circumstances. But of course, everything wasn't up to snuff. As the time went on, drugs, murder, and mayhem occurred as Caro, the guy who thinks he's really a car, really started to reveal who he is. We're going to check out over the next hour what kind of junk he has in his trunk as we uncover Caro, the true Chrome conspiracy. It always comes up, and this is the best part, every fucking archive, because there's always a bunch of fucking PNG tubers that don't even move. A rapist who has abused 5,000 people, killed 20, stolen at least 6 cop cars, and then the thing pops up and it's like a floating, like this cup. Wow, you know, I'm gonna say it. Black people, maybe they should always just have a question mark after people. I'm like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck was that? Yo, somebody's going to be on an interview. That guy that's on the interview is my misgender jar. It's floating in the corner, popping like this. Yeah, so, I was a big fan of his old content, and I used to be in his community, but that was before, the first set of allegations. And I feel bad at laughing at some of his old jokes. They really don't stand the test of time. And you get back to the thing, and this guy's joke is just like, what happens when 2 people cross the road and they're gay? They get hit by a car and you laugh. Like six minutes in there, like, and of course, even though clips like this were available as far back as 2007, like, I'm literally a pedophile. I would do a sex with a child right now if there was one near me. As a matter of fact, the only reason I ever started YouTube as an art commentary communicator is because I can't go near schools anymore. What the fuck was that? Despite clips like that, Caro amassed an audience of mostly children, numbering in the millions. The first person to call him out, Turkey Tom. Next hour, Turkey Tom. How he failed the allegations against Caro. What in the fuck are you talking about? Every fucking time. It's crazy. I feel like I'm extremely online. Because I was like a 4chaner back in the day. Like I was on Co. I had a main board. And I don't know any of this shit. It is always complete fucking surprise to me. Like, I'm like shocking. Just like, what the fuck? Because the scale is always so big. You know what I mean? The person will talk, and then you see him, and you're like, wait, is that the fucking president of the United States in a fucking 4-way call with this guy? At that time, Caro had joined a 4-way call with former president of the United States, Donald Trump, Satan, and Turkey Tom. Yeah, I guess rape's probably like not the best thing to do. It's probably pretty suboptimal. I don't know. I think it's probably okay if you can get away with it. You know what I mean, Caro? We do it all the time together. Satan's like, I can't wait till you guys die, so I'm gonna hang out all the time because of all the rape you do. Fucking. Everybody like, well, it's just one of the most well-known clips from it with over 15 million views. Like, you guys are just figuring it out now. When is this clip from? 12 years ago? This, of course, isn't the first time he was canceled. After this clip surfaced in 2013, he did 3 years in state penitentiary before regaining access to computers by traveling to Hungary. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, my God. That's Miss Gender Jar? Yes. Like, what in the fuck is happening? I just gotta make a fake one of these. Dude, Lil Pepe fucking debut video essay. Fake art commentary community drama. And it's like, I'm talking all of this shit, right, about these stupid fucking names, and none of the names rise to the occasion of some of the actual names I've seen online. Jew Wario was a guy. He died. It hurt Bennett the Sage's feelings very badly. I'm laughing about it. I'm sorry, Bennett, if you watch this. Like, what in the fuck? I'm thoroughly convinced commentary YouTubers are Britain's biggest export. Somebody had, it was like right after somebody posted the fucking, the redheads getting blacked chart, right? Oh no, there's a redhead in a comic book. I got turned to black. Someone posted that. Someone posted another chart that I saw of British PNG tubers, and it was the startling amount of top hats and raised eyebrows. I know I already did this bit sort of during Jon Del Arroz moment, but it was everywhere. Like, and it was like there's like a 10 item randomizer. Because this has happened on this channel too, where people got confused and like, no, that's not the racist spoon in a top hat. That's the racist hourglass in a top hat with a monocle. There's also a racist monocle in a top hat. There's also a racist walking stick with a top hat walking stick and a monocle head. The head is on the top hat, holding the walking stick, top hat, monocle head. Then there's another one that is actually, there's just 15 pictures that guys found online of guys who were painted, but white with mutton chops. And the choice there is to just figure if you're going to put a monocle over the mutton chop, run out the picture straight, or put a top hat on the picture. Not draw it in, just put a PNG like asset of a fucking top hat over top of it. It's like shocking amount of like conformity between weirdos. The worst part about it is I've never seen one of these fucks show up in a fitted suit. Do you know what I mean? Like, it drives me crazy. Even if they do wear a suit, it's the most rumpled fucking formal suit. Like, you're not supposed to be having a conversation on the internet in your black suit with your black tie on. Not you. You're fucking British. You're supposed to be wearing tweed. Fucking idiot. You're in your house sitting down to a conversation that's supposed to be in good faith. Are you working as a barrister? No. Are you attending a fucking dinner party? Why are you wearing black, you fucking idiot? Wear brown or tweed or brown tweed. I guarantee you live in the fucking country because you talk like you're from a fucking council estate. Trying to outstalk each other. Yeah. Dude, I got a fucking cover. What about the right opinion? Right opinion's the only one that's actually good. only good one. No, there's good British tubers, but like, goddamn, there's too much of that. There's too much of that going around. It's probably fucking H Bomber guy going crazy. It probably like it was probably whispering to him like the fucking Green Goblin mask, just a fucking PNG cutout of one of the atom bombs dropped over the fucking Pacific with like a fucking top hat and a monocle and a walking stick. Like,
Come on, you know you want to make this your profile picture.
no, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I can't.
Make me your profile picture, Iris. You know you want to. You can't help it. Put the walking stick on the H-bomb. You're British. Top hat and a monocle, boy.
Oh no. Is that the spoon with the handlebar mustache? Or no, I can't remember. New Monopoly pieces. They do look like an assembled quantity of Monopoly pieces. Armored Skeptic never wore armor. He needed armor over his heart for when Shuan Head stabbed him in it. That bitch. I need a little Pepe video essay so bad. I gotta get off of here and make my own fucking video essay. Gotta fucking cut this shit out. Giga is making anime now? Fuck yes. Dude, the Doki Doki Gun Club video game where you date... well, the only one that I could think of was fucking Luigi Mangione. I don't know. Political Assassins. Doki Doki Socialist Gun Club. Doki Doki Anti-Capitalist Gun Club. You got John Brown. You got Luigi Mangione. Come on, I gotta have another one. I don't know. Whoever that kid is that went and shot the Blackstone CEO. Fucking little nut job. Our commentary is so weird. I watched the entire Hopeless Peaches drama and then she got exposed for abuse. Fucking, yeah. Do you remember Teal Deer? Fuck, that sounds familiar. Jack Saint did some good parodies of those types. I will best him, okay? God damn him to hell. Raise your child, Jack. Stop watching my content. Oh, or like an animal with a powdered wig. Yes. Have you seen the fact that Jar got bullied for being cringe, so he made his current account so he can get revenge on the first version of the art commentary community, and it actually worked? To quote myself from the first time I ever experienced that, I really wish this robot would stop sexually harassing this pedophile. Oh, man. No, you can't have any white supremacist ones. You fuck Gajinka versions of guns like a cowboy salad off or a nerdy gamer girl sniper rifle. Oh, that would attract the wrong people. People already do that. People already fucking wrap their fucking rifles with fucking anime girls and then commit crimes. Horrid crimes. Is anyone else live right now? I gotta fucking do the thing. I'm gonna send people somewhere. But folks, thank you for popping in, hanging out, having a good time, listening to Westside Tyler live. I hope you had a fun time with me. Just under 4 hours, thankfully. Just under 4 hours, thankfully. I gotta get off of here and get some food, and then probably spend some time working on a goddamn video essay tonight. So I more than likely will not be releasing any other videos or going live again until that's done, because I've really got to get it finished so I can do fucking anything else. No, not that. Fuck. Oh, dude, come on. I also got to take a fucking piss. I'm trying to fucking click these stupid fucking things. Nope, nobody. Unless you guys want to go to Vosh or Destiny. All right. Folks, you've been watching Westside Tyler Live. I've been, for real this time, Westside Tyler Bell. Hope you guys had a good time. Make sure to join the Discord, like, subscribe. If you see clips from my show, clip them and share them everywhere. Please, 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 please. Clip the show, send it to Reddit. Clip the show, send it to Twitter. Send it everywhere. Start fights with my haters by sending me videos and saying like, hey, did you see this guy said the fucking literally craziest shit about you? You should go fight him. I love that stuff. It really helps the channel. If you can't donate and you've already liked and subscribed, but you want to help the content flow, literally the best thing that you can do to help me is share clips and episodes of this this whatever this fucking channel, right? Share clips and episodes and links from the channel and get it out there and get it around, because that shit keeps us popping up, okay? Westside Street Team. Westside Street Team. Westside Street Team. Do it for Corpo. And all that said, folks, you've been watching Westside Tyler Live. I've been Westside Tyler Bell. You've been great, and until next time, as always, stay safe out there.